Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the final live stream riff-along for the Make More MST3K Kickstarter campaign. It's day 29 of 31. This is amazing, and we have just 2 days left to reach our final goal, which will let us make 12 new episodes of MST3K. Thank you to everyone who's back so far. This is truly incredible. Now, the big news today is that we've now passed our third goal, which means that we'll be able to make 9 new episodes, and that Joel Hodgson, creator and original host of the show, will also be returning to host a new episode for the first time since 1993. Incredible. And if you've been following along, you also might know that Joel has issued another bonus challenge to our backers to see if we can reach 4.7 million before midnight Pacific tonight. We're very, very close, so this might not be that hard. We're currently we're around I think 15,000 away from that number. So let's see if we can get there in the middle of the show. We'll see. We're very close. We've also just completed another bonus challenge and now have over 25,000 backers on board, which means that everyone getting a t-shirt will now be able to choose between 2 pretty beautiful designs, and we'll also have the option to upgrade the shirt to a hoodie or get an extra hoodie, whatever you prefer. It's the Wild West. Woo! And before we get started, one more announcement in case you didn't hear. Our friends at RIFF-Tracks also want to make sure we're able to reach our final goal. So they've added some bonus RIFF-Tracks rewards to our Kickstarter, and that means that everyone who pledges $35 or more at mst3k.com before 8 p.m. on Friday will now get some free RIFF-Tracks downloads too. So it's the best of both worlds. Now that we've got all of that out of the way, let's get down to the reason we're here tonight. This is our final live stream. Joel is not here. He's going to be busy preparing for Friday's final countdown telethon to end our campaign. So he'll be sitting this one out, I'm afraid. But I'm happy to say that in his place tonight, we have another special guest. You know him, you love him, you want more of him. It's Jonah Ray.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in or tuning out. I don't know how much acid you guys have dropped, but it's going to be a wild ride tonight. I'm hopefully with tonight not going to ruin the progress we've made with this Kickstarter.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. See, what I do is I break it down. I break everything down to rubble, so only I could rebuild.
Okay,
yeah.
So you're the proverbial phoenix in this situation.
Yes, exactly. Yes, okay, I'm Jean Grey.
Okay.
And in in this new world, this Jean Grey, she's picking Wolverine.
Oh. Okay.
There was always like a triangle between Logan and Cyclops and okay. Well,
I've heard of those characters.
Look behind you. You should know a lot about stuff.
Well, we have.
I wore the shirt for you. I wore the shirt for you.
I did see it. I didn't get to compliment it. I love it, by the way.
Yes.
I love that shirt.
Yeah, Discount Cemetery.
You're never going to see it again.
I'll buy you one.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Let's bring the gang out.
Let's bring the gang out. We have some other people waiting in the wings. Let's introduce. Let's go in robot roll call order. Why don't we? Let's introduce
Cambot. You know him as the voice of Cambot. I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to.
Oh no! If you want to, you can go ahead if you want.
No. That was like you said. We're going to go in the order of the robot roll call, and then there's no voice for Cambot, so that was kind of my joke there. I just
that's fine. Let's just step all over everybody's introduction. So why don't we bring out the wonderful talent who is the voice of GPC1 on MST3K. She also plays Cynthia Forrester. She's Rebecca Hanson.
Hey guys, it's good to see you again. Thanks for having me. So good to see you all. Yeah.
I see you.
You know what? This is a bit I like to do in real life, and it doesn't translate that well on camera, is what I've learned.
Which bit?
The bit of like, hey, trying to look you right in the face when I'm talking to you, but I'm looking right past you.
Oh, I see. I just for some reason thought you maybe had your webcam in a different spot from your screen, so you want to make eye contact with us.
I thought you were trying to do
contact with you.
No, you know what?
The Brady Bunch thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know what the Brady Bunch is.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's like the Partridge Family, but with crappier songs.
Oh, take that!
Yeah, I'm going there.
True.
No, thanks for having me tonight. Real excited to see
of course
what will be in store.
We are so happy to have you. We also have Tom Servo from the Netflix series, Mr. Baron Vaughn. Oh!
Hey.
Oh, hi, guys.
Don't do that.
Oh, I'm in a silly mood, and I'm sorry that you all have to experience it.
I like
We
it.
need that energy.
That's good. I like it.
We need
That's
that
the
if we're
thing,
going to get to 4.7 million tonight. We need that.
That's right.
I said the thing that no comic likes to hear. Like no comic getting off a stage likes to hear any of their friends go, I thought it was funny.
I was laughing because they weren't. I also just wanted to add that a lot of people don't know this, but Cambot is played by Sean Penn, one of the greatest. Really
See?
committed.
And you got,
Really
that was
committed.
him.
and you got to like. Here's the thing: he was waiting in the wings. He got offended when Matt was making fun of me.
Yeah.
And then
Okay,
so I
well,
had to
first
kind
of
of
all-
save it. I had to cover for him.
I didn't know that was Sean Penn. I mean, he looks so much. He's kind of short in person, so I didn't want to.
He is, and now he's got a great big bushy beard. So
Did you just watch Hot Fuzz too? Okay.
the great or good.
the great are good.
Oh,
We have-
goodness.
Speaking of energy, we have.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, Jonah.
No, I was gonna say like the greater good. Like we threw that into I think Time Travelers or one of the episodes, and then I remember I ran into at a party. I ran into Edgar Wright. I was like, "Hey, I should let you know we have a Hot Fuzz reference in Mr. Science Theater." He's like, "Oh, what is that?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot British."
Oh,
He didn't
right.
really
Right.
pick up on it.
They don't have
He knows.
TV
He
in
knows
English.
now, though. He knows now.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
You better
Yeah.
spread the word.
Rebecca, are you still looking at the different squares? I
Hey,
love
I'm
the squares.
kind of cool. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
Wow. Wow.
I'm looking at each square individually now.
Well,
but
here's
now,
the other.
but now I'm
Why
not
don't-
looking at anything. See, this is the bit. This is not. The
Why
bit.
don't I have?
one more.
I
This
know
is not the bit.
something we can all look at, or someone we can all look at. Why don't we
Who?
all look at Hampton Yount?
Hampton?
Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wow! Wow!
Oh, hey.
Hi,
Oh.
Hampton.
You guys know how to make a girl wait, huh? Oh, oh, let's do for the Sean Penn sketch. I got nothing going on, guys. Just doing a little light reading.
You've been here every night, Hampton. You don't have anything else.
I
going
don't
on.
have
Nah.
anything going on. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to see your faces.
Yeah.
We're happy to
Hampton-
see you.
I know Hampton's setup every time, especially now that he's wearing this camo hat, really just doesn't. His Alex Jones character kind of just starts to seem
Oh,
like
man.
less of a character.
Folks, you're going to want to go on youtube.com.
That is too
okay?
good. That is
There
really
is,
good.
It is.
there's some files that I put up there that you're going to want to see about Barack
don't-
Obama.
Yeah,
Don't-
Alex
Here's
Jones.
clips of this.
Alex Jones just read Weapon X and now thinks it's all reality.
The Canadian government has been orchestrating a nightmare against America. This is a nightmare scenario from up north.
It's kind of becoming just like
Oh,
the
boy.
the Muppet that's like,
Waiter, there's a fly in my
Alex Jones is that? Is that what you're
okay. Yeah, I'm
Like
trying to
an
get
an angry guy smiley.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
there you go. Yeah, guy frowny.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Leave
I like
that.
it.
No,
Guy
no,
Come on.
Guy
no,
frowny.
no,
Lay
no,
off.
that's
Matt,
okay.
we let you have
Look at
it.
that.
We
So
let you.
excited
We
I
let
got
you.
this.
sit
No,
in
I
it.
don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. Take it back.
No.
Okay. Why don't we do this? Why don't I ask you guys some questions that the fans so lovingly sent our way?
Okay.
Something funny about the fans sending us questions?
No, it was the way you said lovingly.
Yeah.
I got no
Okay.
problem with the fans.
everything you do is
I
a
hope-
joke, Matt.
Thanks, Dad.
Sorry.
We are all in show business. In show business. Give me love, please, please.
Hey Matt, what are those questions you want to ask us that the fans lovingly asked
Thank you
us?
for your question, Rebecca. Let's start actually with a question that somebody has. Okay, hang on here. I lost my spot. Here we go. I got it. I got it. We're totally prepared. This is only the last one we've had to do, so we're totally in the great space. This question comes from @AnnotatedMST on Twitter, and
It's
they
a Russian
ask,
bot. That's a Russian bot.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll skip that. No, they ask, I know Rebecca has her hound Trond.
Yeah.
do any of the rest of you have pets?
Oh.
Yes.
First of all, real quick,
Thank
thank you for pronouncing that correctly. It's Hund. Thank you. It's Norwegian. Yeah. Appreciate it.
I'm glad I could.
Tell us about her.
Oh, well, he's a boy. He's an 11-year-old black lab. And
Wrong right
Wrong.
away.
And so am I.
And
Okay.
so-
So sorry to everyone I know. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, that's all. I think anyone who follows me on Twitter knows I have a dog because that's my go-to. You know, he's got a Norwegian name and he's a great guy, real great guy, real happy for him. First pet my husband has ever had in his entire life.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rebecca,
I'm not
you
kidding.
gotta come.
You know,
meet
I'm gonna
my
say
dog.
it shows.
I mean,
I once saw Tim walk into the room that the dog was in. He was like, "Oh, hello again." Like he's still.
yeah, he's always like, "Oh, you're still here? Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah."
Hampton has one of them hairless cats.
I got one of them hairless Sphinx cats.
Nice.
His name's Jojo. He was formerly owned by Gerard Way and Deadmau5 somehow.
What?
He's like a weird Hollywood cat that was like passed around because he's got like a really bad attitude.
He's got stories.
And, he's an LA cat.
Yeah.
And I've got a pit bull named Stevie, Brody Stevie Nicks.
Aw.
Pretty cute. And I've got another cat, a Siamese called Sage, and she's never like able to be touched. she's always on the move. She's
I like
just very
same.
fast.
Untouchable cat, a hairless cat, and a pit bull. It's great. It's great.
I have a full life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have two
What about you?
cats. I have two cats. I got a big old one that my wife had before we started seeing each other, named Gooby. But I love him as if he was my own. And then there's one we got together that I love more.
Whoa!
Yeah, her name is Lee. We got her from Santa de Or, like a cat rescue that Deanna volunteers for a lot. And it's her. She was all kind of had a lot of patchwork, a little splatter colors, and so they named her Lee, as in Lee Krasner, the wife of Jackson Pollock, who was, of course, she was a great artist in her own mind. So the idea is that she has a lot of splattered colors on her because she's right next to Jackson Pollock. Also, Jackson Pollock is drunk.
There's a lot of context in
Wow!
that one.
That's that whole thing is the entire name.
Yes, that's the entire name. That's the entire
Wow.
name. Yeah,
What
yeah.
do you call her for short?
Lee.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Baron?
Me? Oh, I've got two pets. My two children.
No kidding. Come on.
I mean, we get it. Like I have, we have pets.
It's exactly
It's
the
just-
same. Having a
it's the
dog
same.
is exactly the same
Yeah.
as having two toddlers.
Yeah,
Baron,
exactly.
You've had allergies up until like 5 seconds ago.
No,
did you even have it?
I grew up not with allergies, and I had a lot of different pets who I loved. I had dogs. I had cats. A hermit crab or 11. And of course, as we all remember,
You think after the 9th hermit crab, your parents would be like, none of
Come on
these
now.
again.
yes, they're like 13 goldfish, and I was like, lucky me.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas. Yes, I grew up in Las Vegas where we were the pets of the gambling industry.
Far out.
So we didn't have any time. No, okay, that got really strange and dark.
That took a turn. It really did.
No,
My
I
favorite
love,
part of
I
the
love
show
all
so
animals.
far, hands down.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we learned a lot about each other.
good.
Let's learn a little bit more.
I just want to say I
So-
can't
yeah.
hear myself in my own headphones, so I feel
Oh.
so confused about how loudly I'm speaking and
You
how
sound
long.
fine. You sound fine.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can hear you. You
Okay.
guys sound amazing. Go ahead, Matt. You were saying something.
Oh no, I was going to ask the next question.
Okay, great.
Which
Walk
comes
us through
to
the process.
Yeah, which comes to us from Gnome Tato of House Gnome.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What are your 3 desert island MST episodes?
Like ones that
Okay,
take
rapid
place on a
fire.
desert island?
No, like if you were on a
Wild
desert
Women of
island.
Wongo.
Okay.
Sandstorm.
Like if
man.
we were stuck on a
Yeah,
desert
if you were
island,
stuck on a
what
desert
three?
island,
What
yeah,
would
exactly.
rescue us? Like which 3 which
Yeah, what
three
would
movies
get
would
you-
rescue
Okay.
us and get us off the island.
Sure.
I say we
Yeah,
allow
all right.
repeats if any of
Which-
us say one.
Which
Which
episodes-
three?
Which
should be
episodes we
watching
become
over and
sentient
over again.
beings? Which episodes
Which
become
episode
sentient beings and
is
help
the
us
millionaire?
build?
Yeah, that's
Which one is the
That's the question,
skipper
right?
and which one is the millionaire's wife?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't know. So we have our favorites, but like like the movie, Mystery Science Theater movie is one of my favorite. Not technically an episode, but a great riff.
I think
Pod
the
People's
movie
Fun?
actually has an episode number, so I think that counts.
Oh shoot, that'd been great to know.
Really?
All this
Oh,
other
yeah.
time when I say what my favorite episode is, and people go, "Not an actual episode."
I'll let you have
Yeah,
it.
you can
I'll let you
slam
have
them
it.
with a fact.
Yeah. With a Matt
the
McGinnis
ultimate
fact.
rush. The
Yeah.
ultimate
With a Matt
rush
fact.
correcting someone.
Matt fact.
I
you were
think
saying-
I
yeah.
Accuse My Parents is like
That's a great one.
absolute top.
Mhm.
I think it's such a fun premise. Suing your parents
yeah.
or whatever, putting them on the stand. Yeah.
That's your top episode.
I mean, Pod People I've seen a lot, and I also have a lot of love for Cave Dwellers. Same thing, like that was an early episode that I loved. But I mean, as I get older, like I Accuse My Parents is so hysterical.
I mean, that's
Really.
growth. That's when you really become an adult. Is when you can
Yeah.
confidently
transition into
accuse your
that one.
parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't all my fault.
That's exactly what I've been learning
So,
in
yeah.
therapy. Am I right?
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't go to therapy. Sue your parents.
So your parents.
Dude, that's what it feels like. It feels like
Matt
that was
McGinnis
therapy
is like,
before
that's
therapy.
like an 80s movie villain right there. Don't go to therapy. Sue your parents.
parents.
Sue the pants off of them so you can get that
now.
yourself.
1-800 sue dad.
Yeah. What do you need a mirror for? You know what you look like. Great. So sue your parents.
I'll see you in court, Mom.
Yeah.
I really love.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, Baron, you've got the big square, so you need to go.
Do I have the big square? I
You
can't
do.
tell
You
if
got the
my.
big square.
Yeah, on my
Oh,
screen.
okay.
you go.
Am I being big squared right now? I'm going to say something very controversial. I'm going to say an episode that we did that I know for a
Sure.
fact everyone else hates, but me, which is Yongari. I'm so sorry. I'm so
I
sorry.
love Yongari.
Yongari's great.
You're good. You're
It's
good.
great.
Yongari
Yongari.
is like
Love that
I
one.
never
Yeah.
feel like I hear enough people saying anything about
Well,
that
you know what it
episode.
was,
I feel
Baron?
particularly proud of that episode.
Yeah,
I
Baron-
thought that we were in it. What? Yes. What's that, Jonah?
No, I'm sorry. No, I was excited. No, because like you and I talked about it before the season came out. Before the first season came out, you and I were going like, Yongari, that's going to be the one. That's the one that's people. And it was like no one mentioned it ever. And like, and Baron and I have texted about like it's like not a
Prove
lot of-
it.
not a lot of Younger. I mean, this is like I've
Prove
had
it.
3 phones since then.
That's the who to thunk it. That's why when people sometimes ask us or ask Joel, like, did you know that episode was going to be as good? No.
Oh, you thought
What?
that slow, agonizing, Saw-esque death of Yongari was gonna warm America's hearts when they poison him and
Yeah.
watch him slowly die from inside? It was-
Levels of lizard
Yeah, I thought
poison
it was
have
gonna
gone
click.
way up during this pandemic.
I did not think that Cry Wilderness was going to be the
No.
one that people like
No.
just because that one hurt to riff on. So
That one was
it was
rough.
See,
I was
that's
just like,
interesting because I remember Leslie Kinsella and I talking like, yeah, this feels like it could be like the next like final sacrifice.
No.
And like, you know, I love Cry Wilderness, but I do also love Yongari, and I do feel like
Yeah.
more people need to watch it and talk about it because it is I think it's a really good one. Not to toot our own horns, but toot toot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
Cry
hurt my
Wilderness-
brain sometimes.
yes, yeah. Cry Wilderness had like one of Hampton's best deliveries, which was
Yes.
I'm not high, but my dog is, and so
Yes.
am I.
Am I-
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah,
That's so great.
that was
Yeah.
one of the good ones.
Oh,
That's why we're here, guys. All the good ones.
That's
All
what's
the
going to
good
get
ones
us
we
to
did.
12 episodes.
Yeah.
Why don't we? I got one more question for you guys, and then we
Well,
can.
can I
start
say one really quick that I
Oh,
like?
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Is that
go right
okay?
ahead. Yes.
Um,
I'm so sorry.
dang.
No, it's okay.
Rebecca
It's
Hanson,
okay.
please give Rebecca the big square, please.
Give it back at the big square.
Give me the biggest square. I only want the biggest square. No, I really love Angel's Revenge. which is like if you're talking an old school one, and I feel like not enough people talk about that one either. But it's great, and I love Beast of Hollow Mountain too.
I do too.
Yeah. But tonight's episode, like Zombie Nightmare, it's one, and I don't. Here's the thing: sometimes I don't know if it's a particularly better episode or in the pantheon and stuff. But it's just one that like I think I caught a lot on TV. Like that was one of the ones they played a lot more. And that's the weird thing about like that's reruns were like that. You would tune in and you'd be like, well, they're showing this one again because they would kind of have this.
You're
cycle.
saying the actual movie or the
the episode,
the
MST3K episode. Yeah. Like it's just one I caught a bunch of, so I became familiar with it, and that's why it's one of my favorites.
I think I've only just recently seen it, and I was like falling asleep. Like I don't think I actually have seen it. So this is fresh eyes.
It's gonna be
same here.
I've
never seen
it's been
this
a
one.
very long time since I've seen this one, so I'm excited.
Same here. I'm excited too.
I was so excited So I was going to say I was so excited about like doing this tonight because I know the daughter of some of the people that made it, and I said a bunch of the facts that I said like in last night's thing, and no one corrected me. I was talking about the wrong movie because last night was Werewolf, and tonight was like this. But like I'll tell him later. We'll talk later about it.
Yeah. By the way, before I ask the last question, you're all going to want to stick around after the movie for reasons I can't tell you right now, but you're going to want to.
Can you tell us now?
Anyway.
Whoa.
Oh.
I can't.
All right.
What
I see
about
what you're trying to do, but I can't.
Now?
Can't do it.
All right.
No. So, Russell Cook has a question for us.
Oh.
And I'm particularly fond of this question. Russell wants to know, which historical figure would you wish to riff with?
Benjamin Franklin. Jesus Christ himself. Returned to flesh.
Who you'd like to riff
riff.
with?
The king of the riffs.
Yeah. Groucho Marx.
Yeah, he'd be good.
Why Groucho Marx? That's great. What makes
hysterical.
Oh, he's really funny.
that.
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
he's like one of the quickest wits
He's
of
really
all time.
Is he funny? Okay.
Yeah.
Legendary.
What was
do
he
we
in? I don't know.
See, it's really funny because you know, are you thinking about that question in terms of like hilarity of person or applicable skill set to this medium?
Or like,
I don't know. I mean, could you imagine?
Who's a secret bitch, and like you just want to just be catty with them? Is that what you're
Right.
Mark
But also,
Twain.
could you imagine showing Benjamin Franklin a movie and just having him like crap his pants right there? Like he has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know what this is.
The pants full of shit. That's so.
There was a great Andy Blitz. Andy Blitz was a great Conan writer for years. Had a great bit about it's like if you brought Benjamin Franklin into the present day and then you showed him a milkshake, he's like, his mind would be blown by the milkshake, and he would be like, he's like, hey, this is a milkshake. I want a milkshake, and then you would try and show him what it's like to have the power of flight, and so you put him on a plane, and he's just sitting in a chair. He doesn't really know where he's, and he's like, I want a milkshake. Give me another milkshake, and then the plane starts to take off, and he's like, oh no, what's happening? And then he freaks out because he's defying God's will.
Such an elaborate
funny.
It's a environmental bit. You have to remember the pieces and the clues, like an episode of.
You have to understand early 2000s New York alt comedy really reinforced the idea of a really difficult bit.
Yes.
And that was
a difficult bit.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think it was a difficult bit. Jeez. Wait, what were we talking
historical
about? Historical
figure.
Yes. What historical figure would you like to riff with, if you could? Riff with. Yeah, I said that right.
Yeah.
riff with?
Riff unto.
Yes. With whom to riff?
Yeah. Whom?
I mean, Mark Twain, he's really funny. I've been reading a lot of Mark Twain and during the pandemic, and I was just like, this guy's got the goods, turns out.
You know what? Clever. Edgar Allan Poe, why not? What's that fool got to say? What does that fool got to say about it? Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with someone that I think is equally as celebrated as Mark Twain and Poe, which is Samuel L. Jackson, except I'm going to do Samuel Jackson like right when he's discovering the power of the expletive. You know what I'm saying? Like right when he is sharpened the blade and he's ready and willing to use that rapier anytime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That guy.
Very nice.
Me and
Very
that
nice.
guy, laser blast.
Oh, yes. I'd go with Jerry Jewell. He was one of the Muppets like head writers, and I just feel like that would make sense.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Or
The
Nicole
guy
Kidman
with
as
lamb
Lucille
chop?
Ball.
Riff a
What'd you say,
movie with
Rebecca?
lamb chop?
Jerry Jewell, was that the person who did Lamb Chop?
No.
Yep.
No, it
No.
wasn't. But thank you for trying. What were you saying, Rebecca?
I don't remember.
Oh, look what we did, all for lamb chop.
No.
All right. Well, thank
Sherry,
you guys
that was
for
her name.
answering. Sherry Lewis, I believe.
There it is.
Yes, there it is. So thank you for answering those questions. We'll have some more after the show, as well as, like I said, another big surprise that I can't tell you right now. Don't try to get me to say it, Rebecca. So why don't we start the presentation of MST3K Zombie Nightmare?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yes.
And then if there's stuff people say that's funny, Matt, throw it out there. Let us know in the chat, right?
I can't see it.
Oh, okay. Where are you
I
getting these
can't see
questions
it.
from? Who are you? What's going on?
Oh no.
Servo here for Mystery Science Theater 3000. Listen, friend, do you want to be the very best version of yourself? Well, now, if you act fast, you can be. Just head over to makemoremst3k.com and make a pledge before May 7th. If you do, I promise, women will want you, and men will want to be you, or vice versa, whatever's better for you. Either way, just visit makemoremst3k.com right now and join us, won't you?
I'm back. Okay, so this is a show.
All right. So he's Homer Simpson. They're the Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Go see the Mads live.
If you can.
Oh, well, yeah, pandemic, you know. No rush.
Yeah.
Safety first. Wear a diaper.
I forgot that Mike wore a green jumpsuit.
He
did.
does blue and green.
Yeah.
I think this episode is actually blue, if I remember correctly.
You
Well,
better
if he
be
was
right,
green, he'd
Jonah.
die.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I just heard what happened.
Yeah.
Sector
Aw.
4 clear, platform secure for traveler. Proceed.
Hi, everyone. Mike Nelson.
You're right, Jonah.
The
He's
robots
blue.
are using some sort of infiltration on the satellite of love, and they think I need round-the-clock protection. Personally, I know...
So see, if we did that during our seasons, I would have broken my neck falling 4 feet to the ground.
I was thinking about that earlier today, Jonah, how like you had these trenches you had to like jump over and not step on people. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing
People
some
don't
fancy
really
footwork up
understand.
there.
It looks like a Mario level.
Yeah.
There's way more MMA in Mike episodes than I remember.
I think one time I kicked one of the puppeteers like in the head.
I think
Right.
you did.
Yeah.
I think I remember
you guys
that.
would take a bullet for me.
Take a bullet?
And then once we
Yeah,
cut,
from
you
the
really
assassin.
kicked him in the head.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
Oh my god,
like,
are we in danger?
seriously.
We could be killed! Jeez!
Oh.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh,
Mikey.
right.
I think it ages well.
Say, you know what? TV's Frank and
This
I
is
are
why
Realize
it's
we
Jonah's
were on-
favorite.
Yeah, Disney's
Who knew?
Jungle Cruise.
It's a safe,
This wasn't made earlier today.
Yeah.
It's fun, too. You may have noticed we've already used the umbilicus to send you a little
You know,
voodoo
as
kit. 2 words
As a
of
voodoo
advice.
practitioner, let's just say there's going to be a lot more dolls than I was expecting.
I like how Frank's voodoo dance is just the Charleston.
That if you sprinkle this dust on one of the dolls, you can
Little
infuse
kid.
the spirit of whoever you proclaim it to be. And well, I think we'll lose the pins, though.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can't use voodoo to do something nice for
The
people.
90s
Hey, Crow,
love
who would you
affair
like
with
to do something
voodoo.
nice for?
Jimmy Carter.
Oh, good.
I've always liked the man, and I think he got dumped on too much. I think.
Super tiny when he's next to Joe Biden.
Now, you know who I've always wanted to do something nice for? Huh? Ron Hody.
Oh, who?
I went to high school with him. Nice guy, but good grooming, not one of his strong points. He's probably going into a meeting right now, and his hair's all mussed up, so I'll just smooth it back for him.
That's nice.
There we go, Ron. Enjoy.
Oh.
You know, Mike, I'm just going to come right out and say something I've always wanted to say to you. I think you should give Cokie Roberts a scalp massage.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Oh, and All Things Considered is on right now. Let's check it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Senator. This is Cokie Roberts, and you're listening. Oh.
Oh.
That feels good. Oh, that is just what I need.
Oh, hey, you guys, we just passed 4.7 million.
Whoa! That was from Cokie Roberts. Gave us that donation.
Thank you,
Cokie
Cokie,
Roberts.
wherever you are.
Whole voodoo.
That Cokie is okie dokie.
From the
Goodbye.
mid-'80s.
No, Rebecca, do some more puns based off of NPR
No,
personality.
that's just
like
rhyming.
you-
That's just rhyming.
Yeah.
I'd like to hokey pokey with Cokie.
As a voodoo practitioner, I just want to say, anytime any of you have felt great, that's what I was doing.
Baron, this is Catholicism.
Yeah.
Catholicism?
Wisdom?
Zombie nightmare.
I'm sorry. How many footprints are in the sand? I've lost track.
Catholicism.
It was 9 footprints.
You know what comes next. Now 2. I always wondered if they could just go into that part of the ship. You know? Like it felt like a lot of
Possible, man,
space
any
that was
given
just
day.
not being used.
Well, that's why, like, in
that
the
a
Netflix
cult
seasons, like each
Mm-hmm.
room has like it's like a
meatloaf.
it's rooms.
Like its own little room.
Zombie
Hampton, have you watched our show?
Honey, can you get up? You got a sales test this morning.
Oh no, he's gone over.
Oh, I got to do full screen.
She should pack some more foam peanuts around him.
Foam.
No, these guys
Nuts.
come back like this, but just try
Foam
getting them back in the
peanuts
box.
around them.
Here, try some chaps. Dab it on.
Little dabble do you.
Little
Wait,
Shalimar for me.
what voodoo part when they do the sign of the cross? Which part of voodoo is that?
The cross
Yeah, Baron.
part.
Wallet, pocket,
Oh,
shoes, watch.
Yeah, I know.
You're dead, and out of this world.
This is from the new Sinatra album. Every zombie nightmare I have, I'm naked at a hockey game.
Hey,
Do
Hockey
zombies ever
game.
try to analyze their nightmares, do you think?
You get the rights to anything.
Superhighways that I've heard them talk so much about. Oh, goody!
I don't think fingerprints are actually
sense-
labeled like this.
Bad movie.
And Tia Carrera, we may have to pay attention.
I went to school right across the street from where she
Manushka,
went
oh,
to
that's
school.
my manicure.
really?
Yeah, she
Whoa,
went to
in
Sacred
Hawaii,
Hearts-
Jonah?
Yeah, she went to Sacred Hearts Academy. I went to St. Louis, which is across the
Dang.
street.
She
On
said
Wildlife
you wouldn't
Avenue.
leave her alone.
Huh, I wish I could understand the lyrics.
Well, maybe it's for the young generation. They have so much to say.
Well, Motorhead, I have their new collection of Cole Porter tunes.
This is a weird thing about these guys. They're
that's
all the
woman's
age.
school.
They were all like in their early 20s, late teens
Oh, I
when like
think Thor is
Motorhead and all this
fabulous.
stuff was happening.
Bye-bye.
Yet they
Yeah.
act like
That's
way
nice.
older
They played
than
at my
it.
parents' anniversary party.
When I saw Fisk when they opened for Badfinger.
Wow.
These young men sound so angry.
Oh, yes, listen to them.
The young people have a lot to say.
This
through
was
them.
like before soundtracks were like
He's gonna
gold
lose.
and a thing.
I think it was right in that kind of sweet spot.
Okay,
Right in
so
that
he's
pocket.
mad
Yeah,
because
it's
he's
becoming
losing,
a
yet
thing,
that's
yeah.
the way he likes it.
James
Well, then
Franco's
everything
brother.
works out.
Greasy.
His brother literally is named David Franco.
Oh, Mariners opening day.
That's what I said.
Pride of the zombies.
You know, if you got a zombie on the team, you got to play him in right field.
Yeah.
Larry Mondello as the babe.
Unchain me.
Oh, my allergies. I shouldn't be outside. Oh, yeah, got it.
Shut up.
But Jackie Vernon hitting a little fungal.
Hey, get that kid out of here. Hey!
Matt, I could see you wearing that shirt.
Yeah, well, you're
that kid's
5.
wearing.
I have that shirt.
Zombies look okay this year. With just a little pitching work, they could.
James Earl Ray in back there.
Please rain so I can leave.
A teenage handicap.
What the hell is she doing here?
What the hell are we doing here?
Oh, I see an open back seat. I think I'll move down there.
Okay, third base, that's yours.
Third base.
That's fun.
All right, shortstop, hot sounder.
Need some fun.
Tough skin.
Oh wow!
All right, pick it up.
If I had a dime,
Tickle Patrol.
Tickle Patrol.
Marshall Wallace in the stands today, and here's George Wendt. He's batting 210.
Oh, I thought that was Hampton doing his Alex Jones again.
Sure, I'll take you home.
It sounded like it.
That's where the inspiration came.
Holy cow, that's a big family.
Well, you know, chunky does attract people. That's a known given fact.
He's husky. And then the doctor found Lady Macbeth wandering in the halls to assuage her guilt.
Well, I'm sure strolling at Howard Beach won't be a problem.
No, you can't be a junior G-man. Oh, wise guy, eh? Oh, you palooka, why I oughta.
Nathan, quit hitting me.
A zombie.
Hey, want to see some sumac?
The long walk home. Actually, it is.
A girl walks home
down
alone at
certain
night.
doom lane.
Young thing has just walked into the wrong neighborhood. I do believe you're right, Mr.
Oh, this would never happen nowadays.
If you're gonna come into my neighborhood, you gotta pay the toll.
You're in Happy Daysville now.
Yeah, the
Go
Pleasantville
rescue
gang is
her.
after you.
Get up!
Hey, boys, what's going on here?
Zombie nightmare.
Old man.
We were only having some fun, old man, but if you want us to cut it out,
Old man.
cut you out.
Clever.
He gets arrested after
Fight
this and has to go
choreography
to
by Dom
boot camp.
DeLuise.
Doesn't go well for him there.
I'll go start dinner.
Boy, she can nap anywhere.
I'm husky.
My wig hurts.
Bill, is she okay?
I think so.
Is this like Dickens' view of the suburbs?
Jeez.
I'm hungry.
Get off her! You're gonna kill her!
A young Joe Pepitone ponders his fate.
I the Big Brother program for one day and Eddie Van Halen.
No, it's Valerie Bertinelli.
She's a small town girl on a Saturday night.
Dyslexia strikes the scoreboard industry.
Wait, that's not dyslexia. Clark Harpel. That's Canadian English. This is Canada.
Oh, what do you know?
What do you know?
Everybody move in. Come on.
Fluff.
His hair's bouncing and behaving.
God, he's got a gland
Dang.
problem.
My God.
This is why Jonah likes this movie.
Yeah.
The Giants win the pennant! The Giants win the pennant! The Giants win the pennant! The Giants win the pennant!
Just let him get to first. He never gets to first. His parents are here.
Oh, God. I don't want to see that.
Dang.
Actually, there's a nice.
He's wearing the
reveal.
shirt backward.
Ever since Dad got murdered, things have been great.
I like the ting sound.
He's an angel outside the
Okay, lady,
outfield.
we need our payment.
That's nice.
He looks like a G.I. Joe character.
I'm too dreamy to remember groceries.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry.
Mom, get off the neighbor's
Sorry.
porch.
Take your jacket. It looks like rain.
Okay.
Take a jacket. You might get stabbed by some 50s thugs.
And son, cover the nipples. The neighbors have been complaining.
What a mistake it was.
There's a time and a place.
She was
the
directed
club
to look
jobless.
lovingly.
Yeah.
disco's back and hotter than ever.
Dear God, I never wanted to see this era again. Hide me.
It's a sensible rave.
Office temps cut loose.
Yeah, took my real estate exam yesterday.
Really? That's so fascinating. See what Denise did at work today? She jammed up the copier again.
Steve is such a kiss-up, and I think he's taking paper clips home.
You know, Mike, you're right. This is either America 10 years ago or Canada today.
What is this, Death Mask featuring Olivia Newton-John?
Oh, look over there, the Utney Reader editorial board.
Okay, key of A, everyone wait for the beat.
Uh-oh. If that's Leaf Garrett, I am leaving.
Me too. Okay, so then the Fonz comes in and he goes, hey.
I'm so fully sucked in. It's very hard not to just.
Right.
I'm trying to score.
I'm trying to have an affair here.
Oh.
Huh?
I think someone's killing the singer right now.
Officer, I need to caution you about
Really
this.
Someone's strangling the poor woman.
Frosted, what about it?
Oh, wait, come back. Why do I always lash out?
He kind of looks like Michelle Pfeiffer.
God, they ruined my story.
Leather Tuscadeo came in with Patsy and Ralph Mouth.
Hey.
There he
Young
goes.
Life weekends are getting out of hand.
What do we got here?
Wasn't the guy that got murdered?
I'll be your waiter.
I like how the club changed its lighting style just for
It
that
takes a
guy's
man
entrance.
to wear Farrah Fawcett hair.
Just one. Pay the check, man, and let's get the hell out of here.
They're very wham looking right now.
Side.
Yeah.
I think he likes me.
Okay, now you all come back here real soon. When you're
You sending mixed messages, bro.
Sarcasm.
to this hole if I was 41.
What a brilliant bull.
Got him. Dead. Scoped. Got him. Kill shot. Dead.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
There's Tia. There she is.
It's Tia.
Is this the one with the Mentos segment?
I don't think so. No.
Oh man, I love that one.
Well,
I
if you
can't
wait
help
a minute, you'll know.
Can't help but shimmy.
Don't. Do you think this speaks for a whole generation like Reality Bites?
Streets of Fire.
Yeah, well, what would you know about parents, inbreed? I know your mother. Oh, you know my
Whoa.
What's
you little
Whoa.
Okay, cut it out right now. Hey,
Hey.
is young and so are we. So let's get totally tanked up.
Like, I can't see anything.
Yeah, we don't need any light.
No, see,
I see
Rebecca,
shoulders. Yeah.
No, Rebecca, this
Sorry
is
about it.
their mindset. You're seeing it from their point of view. They're drunk, they're young, they're not paying attention. You have to understand
Just what to
cinema to
say.
watch Zombie Nightmare.
They like the
know.
nightlife.
No, this is
If
how
you
my
can see
folks
the
met.
movie, then you
Old
can
and
see how
sober.
bad it is.
Let's go to Perkins.
Ooh, with both headlights.
Oh, they're shining, sleazy chicks.
You're listening to the Light FM, and now here's Fists.
You're listening to the Light FM. Prepare to
This
die.
feels like a GTA.
Licked your voices?
It's really loud in back.
Great shot.
Well, let's just go home.
I don't know. Usually this neighborhood is crawling with sleazy chicks.
Another great shot.
Oh,
San
why must they
Andreas.
scream so?
Now that's rage, honey.
I've played this level. Okay.
There you go, Joe Weider's protein blast.
Yeah.
Have you got the provolone?
That's code.
Big 7-Eleven
Yeah.
item.
That's how you buy lewds at this place.
Oh, it's not bad, sir. Except they want me to cut my hair.
And they want me to bathe.
This feels like the beginning of Double
Just
Dragon.
pack the groceries, Pop.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Oh, some body oil.
Wait, I forgot my wheat germ.
And in the back, on the left.
Next to sophisticated
Put
delivery.
him in the big square. Put him in the big
Oh, yeah.
square.
Sizer signal suspense.
Oh, looks like a run on wheat germ.
Players welcome.
Oh God! Did you see where he pulled it from?
Oh, no.
I'm the NRA.
I'm bored. Let's go commit
All right,
crimes.
hand over the Toblerone.
What do you want, folks?
Ooh,
It's stuck in his hinder holster.
Do you
Got
accept
me.
these?
Bullets.
Mamma mia.
What is that bin?
Are you hiring
You actually
right now?
had him say "Mamma Mia."
Yeah. Mamma mia. Ay, Dios mío.
You want to try a sample of Tony's pizza?
Please, my daughter Susa. She needs the medicine.
How much
Bobbers
O'Keefe?
on sale. Hey.
How much O'Keefe is in this movie?
None, right?
I like it.
The one box
Do
of
we
O'Keefe.
need batteries?
Courtesy boy on 2,
I missed
please.
Just one box of O'Keefe.
3 and 4 and jazz hands. Ha!
Good fight.
Watch it.
This is how good those Barbarian Twins movies would have been if there was just one of them.
retail. Oh.
These are the perfect
Nice
shirts
use of
for
his
this
area.
scene.
Could you get the door for me? Oh, thanks.
I hit home runs in Mohawk, but I'm all out of home runs.
Hey, what's going on?
I thought that was a priest at first.
Bow down to my nipples.
Ah, great. Now they're closed.
Oh, dear God. Well, paper
Are
or
you
plastic?
okay?
Mamma mia.
Hey, how come there's no pictures of Italians on the wall?
You're a good boy, Tony. Your papa would be proud of you.
But you need to pay your tab.
Oh. I'll give her my best to your mama, huh?
And take an air freshener.
Just to give me a kiss.
Grazie, Tony, grazie.
Yeah, prego, whatever.
Jeez.
It would be fun to open a convenience store. What the hell was I thinking?
That's such a like an MST staple of like would you just and something. What was I thinking?
Forest for
Those
the
are
trees
like
and this whole sleazy chick thing.
Oh, I forgot
Didn't he already
tampons.
leave?
I'm probably okay for tonight.
An actor conveys chilliness.
You know, maybe they should pay attention to the message of the song.
Bodybuilder by day, Trappist monk by night.
Oh, guys, I just realized he put the groceries in with his jockstrap.
Searching 3 provinces for sleazy chicks.
I had no idea Canada was this much fun.
Oh.
Don't worry, his area will protect him.
It could happen to you.
That's my zombie nightmare.
I think we hit a moose.
Should have had Geico. Yes, you
Come on, turn the tape over.
Yes, you did.
15 minutes. Will
When bad things happen to beefy guys.
What happened to the baseball
Hey,
bat?
Tony, I'm being robbed again. Could you? Oh.
Oh, mamma mia.
Call
There's a
Luigi and
dead
Toad.
punk in the middle of the road.
He needs spaghetti and a mouth resuscitation.
Please help me.
Hi, I'm a Samaritan. Can I do anything?
is that car a transformer? Can he fly him to the hospital?
Why, I know that batch anywhere.
Was that your Italian accent?
What happened, Mr. Peters?
Peters?
Hank Peters, Italian.
I'm not a good white person. I can't do the other white accents.
Is that a LeBaron? Great car.
Oh, God.
Best car. For jokes. It's a funny car.
See, like Chryslers.
They turned him
Right on
into a
double wide
baseball
hospital.
bat.
Yep, that's the Canadian healthcare system. Bush warned us about this.
What did they do to my boy?
Why didn't they take him to the hospital?
Why? Yeah. Why'd they take him home?
Happened
That's
so
awesome.
fast.
He's already dead.
I never see who did it.
So, you want him in the
Yeah, what are they
garage?
going to do?
You hadn't
Hospitals
sent him
love
for
dead
groceries,
bodies,
he'd be
right?
alive. Well, anyway.
There's nothing we can do.
Isn't that what they?
I guess. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
you never paid for the provolone.
No. They aren't going to get away with it. They're not going to do it to me again.
Aren't?
Housewife vigilante.
They're not going
So,
to take my son and get away with
Desamore?
Jeez, her son dies, she gets really bossy.
it. You know Molly McKenby?
That's okay.
Sure, she did my color chart.
Really, ma'am.
Please, what do you want with that crazy Haitian?
Never mind, Hank. Earl,
That was my nickname in high
run
school.
over to Molly McKenby's house.
Never mind,
Bring
Hank.
her back here right away.
Ow, boom.
You come with me, Jimmy?
Wow, the urgency.
Okay, if we stop at the Roadhouse for a couple of Brutowskis first.
Does he think about resuscitating Tony or not, or...
Reverse, put it in reverse.
What do you want from that crazy old bat? Huh?
A favor. She owes me one.
That's an odd nativity scene.
So does she become Batman?
All the leaves are brown.
Leaves are brown.
And the skies are green.
And the skies are gray.
Okay, so who's gonna carpool tomorrow?
It's just like
So-
a separate piece, except they didn't
man.
leave
So we
the
still
deck on.
partying, or I mean, we can't let one thing get us down.
Just another one of them.
Right.
Ballroom blitz.
That's not the time to run a ballroom
Hey,
blitz.
we're doing a scene out here.
I know what you did last summer.
This Kansas song just makes me so sad.
bad, huh?
Need a hug?
Ooh, it's wild.
What?
Nah, man. I kind of liked it.
What?
Ooh.
Finds the bright side of
You know,
everything.
just taking his life like that. Snuffing out that big candle.
Oh, he's waxing philosophical.
Oh my god.
We live in a
Teen
society.
center.
Man. Christ. It was so easy.
Well, neat.
Oh, it must have been.
There's nothing he can do about it.
Well, he could become a zombie and haunt you the rest of your life.
Nice. That's a
We don't
nice-
have a
Oh,
home.
that's
Shut up!
all right, Nicole Eggert.
Nope, Eggert on. Okay. I'll be over here.
Oh, look at Crow's weird arms.
Hey, this
Yeah,
is
the
what-
new the new crow comes with a digestive
whoa.
tract, actually. So he does process food into energy.
I sworn I hit something. Oh well.
Orwell.
What was the budget? How'd they do that?
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. There's a couple of those in this, I think, that were just like silly things that happened. Those were like Elliot's favorite sketches in our seasons, where
Yeah.
it's just like silly chaos and
Anyway,
then
I
back
should
into
mosey
it.
back
Yeah.
to the grocery store.
Good thing she got a full-size picnic table.
That's how I like to live my life.
Oh.
My personal, private life. Silly chaos and then
Sounds
back
good.
into it.
What's new with you?
A memoir.
Molly, it's been too long.
She's a freak out.
Mummy?
Andrea Martin is
More like Danny, goodbye.
Is that a Danny Aiello?
Yeah.
Of course, come on.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, Baron, come back. Bayron, come back.
Bayron.
What is it?
I'm trying to work here. Excuse me.
Mamma mia.
I'm not an unbeliever. I'm an agnostic.
She knows.
Dion Warlock.
Use your words.
If she sings Dreamgirls right now.
No, 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 no.
And I am raising you into a zombie nightmare. That's very specific.
I just know the
dig
No
it.
No No song.
That was the one.
Yeah.
I need blood for my life animal.
It's a good song, though. It's good.
I don't think they cast an actual
We're
Haitian.
doing this.
No.
Zombie intern.
Joel Hodgson?
They didn't look.
Yeah. He's taking this very well.
Yeah.
Mr. Peters, Mr. Hurley, Mr. Hurley,
Right.
Mr. Peters.
I will need your help.
I am moving my sofa and
And what you see and hear.
The Gal Gadot School of Accents.
You know, come to think of it, Molly, we'll just go for a traditional funeral.
Out in the ruins.
They called Slash Stone.
Oh, I thought it was Eyes Wide Shut.
Rasta, the kooky dread clown.
Silencio.
I don't work weekends, and I only create zombies during business hours.
I cannot bring life back.
What? What?
Not for the kind of prices.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Can.
Give you a coupon for next time. Oh my God bless. Good night.
Can't even tell.
Wow.
All demons discipline.
It would really help if there was some lighting in the scenes. I mean,
Yeah.
to see the movie would just really
Yeah. Just like
put
a
it
little
on
bit
another
better.
level.
You will be in a state between life.
Wait,
how do they know each other?
Some discharge.
Is that a different Haitian or the
her
same
husband,
one?
it's the lady
It's the
from
same
the
one.
beginning.
Oh, okay.
No.
This is later.
Oh, I
That's
did not
Lady
put two and
Smith.
two together.
Well, the marimbas played.
Rob
That's Mr.
Zombie's
Sinister,
losing it.
right?
See The Lion King on Broadway.
Yeah.
It's so hard not to just go, nah. It's just really right there.
Wakanda for never.
Wakanda for never. Hampton, why I hate you.
Guys, there's something wrong with my connection. I gotta go.
This is what you get if you get us to 12 episodes, folks. Make more at MST3K.com.
Getting messages. I gotta go.
No.
Zeus, Buddha, Superman, if you're up there.
Look at all the candles. What they do, loot up Pier 1?
And by Superman, I mean Henry Cavill.
This is so much better than the intensity.
Is it Henry?
Henry.
Whoa, it's short.
Hand of the wonder.
You wascally wabbit.
I can't help but react with my entire body.
Yeah.
By the way, Tony wasn't a donor, was he, man?
Ever since Vatican.
She workshopped this voice for like months.
No.
Feel again the word.
I think she showed up and they're like, "Can you do a Haitian accent?" She was like, "Yes."
Oh, that wasn't in the audition. No, we know, but
we're mixing it up.
Stuff goes over in Vegas.
She's like Asian? Yeah.
I've just got to pee.
Where's Andrea Martin going?
What stage of grieving is this?
It's the goofy stage.
I guess so.
Come on and go with me.
Voodoo stuff here, voodoo stuff there, throwing a little crystal.
bam, 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 bam.
26 herbs and spices.
Voodoo.
Yeah.
When the Italian guy's there.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Ace Frehley has the same.
I dub thee Salt Bay.
Man.
Hello, what am I alone in here? People, this is voodoo.
In the words of David Steinberg,
Voodoo, I have to. Okay.
The master voodoo.
You remind me of the babe.
What babe?
The babe with the power.
Power.
The power of voodoo. You do. Remind me of the babe. And I'll let Baron take the rest.
No, I'm.
We can't afford
that was the thing that
we
Joel's thing. Like when I said, like he's like, who should do Tom Servo? And I said, I think my friend Baron would be perfect for it. And then I sent him a few links. And Joel's first response was like, I love his David Bowie. He's in.
Yeah, and I saw you do David Bowie at Just for Laughs. Like you sang as David Bowie for what was that live show?
Oh, was that Josh Adam Myers'
Yeah.
show? The
Goddamn Comedy Jam?
Yes, the Comedy Jam. Yeah.
Full on sang
Let's Dance. Stevie Ray Vaughan on guitar.
Life-changing experience.
It don't matter. Hey, thanks. I was expecting compliments.
This is still happening.
Holy buckets, it's
I think the movie's going backwards. Yeah.
This is how you can tell she's an amateur. See, my voodoo takes about 2-3 minutes tops.
Karen's got that
Whoa.
quick voodoo.
so early, ma.
Now we're caught up. Now we're caught up with what
I thought the
happened.
point of voodoo was it saves time.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
This is a long commercial for a subscription to Voodoo.
And this is why Adam West is in it, because of the Batman.
Thoughts on
Settled
voodoo?
down, got himself a job.
So everyone sound off on voodoo. Thoughts?
Tubi. We'll move on to Tubi after this.
Voodoo continued.
Well, good morning to you.
Oh, she's like a Far Side
Mom, I just
character.
killed a guy. Give me
Just what time did you get in last night? As if I didn't know from the racket.
11 Baglock.
Where's your father's car? Or did you wreck that one too?
The Ann Mira of Canada.
You know, just because your father's company leases the
Boy, that
damn
shirt
things
was a
doesn't mean
choice.
that you can go driving them into telephone poles. Are you deaf or just dumb?
Wow.
Cute.
Third
You're not
answer.
gonna get to your next birthday if you don't get your act together.
The Italian grocery store owner is going to be very upset the way you're treating his pasta.
Mamma mia!
That's a spicy son.
I wonder if that actress was like, what if it gets in my shirt? And like I have to pull it from my shirt.
have to take it out.
That was her suggestion.
That's your big suggestion.
First you kill a guy, then you're throwing
No.
pasta at your mom. What next?
She's like, "Where's your father?" or something. Who's her father? Who's his
Go buy some more
father?
vermicelli.
All right, bye.
Oh yeah!
Oh, he's a rebel. Look at him cross that center
You don't even
line.
care about
My
that.
mind's a super freak.
ghetto of
I'm
Pleasant
a
Valley
zombie
Acres.
nightmare.
Okay, well, let's go then.
Okay.
My name is Jordan Belford. See
It's
that?
the kids
That's
in the
my
hall.
car.
Welcome to Landfill Junction.
Wow.
Let's follow our hero as he heads down to Payless Shoes.
What a
Volta
beautiful
shoots at
town.
25 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, come on, let's go.
Yeah, I guess they want
This movie's about crack.
There they go.
Go if you stop singing already.
This movie's off the
I think we're supposed
road.
to go.
Oh, no.
This movie's going
Wait,
off
look,
the
look.
road, baby.
No, I guess not.
I mean, he was still signaling.
Zombie nightmare. Zombie nightmare.
So apparently the director of photography went for a drive.
Say what you will, he's a cautious driver who maintains an adequate space cushion.
When he drives defensively and at a moderate speed. Woo!
Not the twist and cream.
That's creme.
Oh, creme.
Creme fraiche.
The plot is furthered by a good parking space.
Come on in, twist and cream.
Tommy
Like
says
we did last summer.
Good morning, Billy.
Twist
Drew
and
spaghetti with
cream.
mom today.
Hey, where's your dad's car?
It's twist and
Seems
cream.
I picked up a little front end damage somewhere. So I dropped it off at my cousin's garage.
Come on, everybody. Let's all
Twist and creme.
I think we lucked out.
Nothing in the papers?
Not a word in the papers. Or on the
But I
radio.
did find a job.
Nothing about our little nocturnal adventure.
Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he just went
Two
home
guys, a
with
girl, and a creme praise.
Are you kidding? And Jimbo wastes them. They stay wasted.
Hey, that's a good slogan.
Yeah, Jim's right. Deranged, but right.
I remember
Mm.
this
That
chain.
guy didn't do any
There was a
walking last
crispy
night.
across the street, and then they bought
Hey,
them
Jim,
out
I was wondering where are your dad's wheels?
and became crispy
As I was telling you, Rackets.
and
The
seen.
diff's the death. My cousin.
Big scenes.
Excuse me, I have to become even more unappealing.
I have to say out loud when my jokes are
Well,
over.
love to sit and chat with the brain trust here, but I think I'll order myself some
Just so sarcastic.
So
Yeah,
why
his
is he
face
the
is
leader?
having an allergic reaction to the scenes.
What an ass.
This one, prototype for Richard
What
Carpenter.
an
Well, at least he got rid of the car. The last thing we need is attention.
I can think of something we need now.
A hot fudge brownie delight.
Hey, this is my
damn,
wrist.
I need to get to the academy. Mrs. Goldstein's coming in at 3 o'clock. Are you coming?
Academy.
Not quite, but the day is young.
I think it was a single on Palm.
Excuse me. Come on, Max. I promise you've never seen anything like it.
It's a stamp from Indonesia.
Look, Jim, I prefer men with ones that can be seen with the aid of an electron microscope.
Ones?
I look like I'm in the replacements. Come on.
That's all right, baby. I'll make you beg for it.
Whoa, got her back with that one, mister. Wow.
Oh, Garrison Keeler's laughing.
Was that a director's cameo?
And
Even he was like,
cars.
cut me out as much as
I
you can.
can't be in this.
Wow, Mrs.
Hard to
Goldstein.
take a bad shot of sunset in LA, but they found
Is she
it.
playing tennis with Kraft?
Are they starting the scene with Like a Virgin? Oh.
Live the active lifestyle.
Not so hard. No, not now my shoelaces. Do you have my puffer? Cause I'm just gonna let you win. Sucked.
The soundtrack makes me
now?
think we're
Everybody
watching
had
like
a
an
good
Italian
time.
giallo.
Yeah,
He's
really.
got 30 pounds on him.
Well, like Patrick Crowley went through a really dark stage.
Yeah.
Yes, go swimming, play tennis, enjoy the active lifestyle in your new hair.
ESPN at 3 a.m.
Taste my steel, please.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's me.
I'm
Did
also
we
getting a lot
accidentally
of
switch to a
flashbacks of the
different
brain
movie?
watching this for some reason.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know why.
John Carpenter's Match Point.
So, how does this further the plot?
How does this further the game of tennis, for that
Oh,
matter?
Mrs. Tennis Lady, don't take off the thing with the. Oh no, don't with the lady.
Yes, not since the eating scene in Tom Jones has a movie been so rife
funny
with
love.
sensuality.
And the score is love.
Love a good mouth
Ladies and
touching.
gentlemen, Frederick Douglass.
Is that you, Pete?
Yeah, it's me, Joe. I'll lock up.
Okay, man. See you tomorrow.
For Happy Gilmore, anything.
Basically, a lockup for the largest tennis.
So many women tennis players wish they were that guy.
I guess he played an
ceremony for
okay
that guy's
game of tennis. I mean, it's pretty good.
Here's to your new life.
I thought they were finished with this part.
No.
I'm telling you, you got to get your video to 2-3 minutes tops.
Oh, God, I love candles.
You just set it and forget it.
That one. She's not afraid of silence.
No, doesn't always have to be talking, you know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, at Anoka Ramsey Technical College.
Must register full semester.
The dead zone is for loading and unloading only.
I think that's happening inside my head.
You know, if you're a zombie, you really don't want to overschedule because you can't move that fast because you're a zombie.
Yeah.
Did you need more traditional horror music?
Oh, damn
Whoa.
radiator.
John Cage on the soundtrack.
That's weird.
Radiator closed.
No.
Okay, Mike, I won't do it anymore.
Oh, we put on a skirt.
He put on her skirt.
No.
I
No.
beg you to think this over.
Turn back.
No, it's not too late.
Oh,
No. He's wearing jockey for her. Oh.
You can tell they had to return the clothes after this.
Just a shower first.
Or at least rinse out your jockeys.
Fungus and thing.
Soup's on.
Oh, and he's sucking up hot tub water. Oh.
I know my locker's around here somewhere. Now, where is it? That one?
It's weird that only some bubbles around.
Sorry, I got a cramp. I can't get up.
Can we turn on the fuzzy bubbles, please?
God, he's touching me. I specifically have a no-touch clause in my contract.
What was that?
Which what?
I thought I heard something unlockable.
Not really a symbol, but kind of like a trash can lid.
Joe trying to sneak a peek at you. He's a horny old guy.
It's just Doug.
Just for me, just go see. I swear to God, I heard something.
There's nobody else here.
I swear to
The place is locked
God.
up.
Please.
Hey, she's got her hair on sideways.
There was a noise. I'm telling you. Please go.
Oh, just had to get that in, didn't he? Well, that's over.
See, look, I told you, there's nobody here.
The player.
Oh, zombie chiropractor.
Pool cleaner, ma'am. pH check, and I'll be out of your way.
So it wasn't
Adult
in
Swim.
her
Great
head.
tennis player.
Wedgie.
Excuse me, but the dead don't tread water.
George Romero's case
Yeah.
at the Palace.
Zombie, here I come. Zombie,
She must have studied
number
under
one.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Du hast inch.
Yeah, hang on. Oh, my ankle.
Grady, this fall on NBC.
Hey, Fred.
It's like the Shining B team.
Briskly jogging from him.
You know, he did kill that creep for us. You could thank him at least.
As your typical free week at the Y.
I remember this level of ultra.
Come on back and shave some flies for me.
Don't use the exit.
All right, where's our
We need
theater?
a short center fielder.
Is this the Chandler Pavilion?
Zombie never could hit a curve.
You know, John Goodman on Hume Cronin's back could outrun this guy.
Real Dennis Miller joke.
Oh no,
there.
we're bra strap, bro.
Next.
At this point, you can
Okay,
stop, turn around. and
giving you
point.
a head start.
Woke up, fell out of bed, drank coke across my head.
Hey,
On the way down the stairs.
What's gonna happen?
we did a reference to that in Lords of the Deep, I think.
And every time we have to pay the Beatles millions of dollars. So
It's where all the money. It's where most of the Kickstarter money goes to.
right.
Land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey, thanks for that background. Water feels great.
Yeah, hardly feel those injuries I sustained when you ran me over.
Let me just say, I am totally relaxed.
Servo, stop that.
What, Crow? Huh?
Stop it, you nutty nut.
Crow, I'm not doing anything.
Whoa!
Hey, guys. Dinner?
These are brief.
So brief.
Yeah.
Just in and out.
You said that, Edwin?
No, don't.
Do not bring up Edwin.
Please don't.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. Someone else was
Conan
him.
O'Brien.
Shout out
Don't
to
get me started.
I didn't.
Another unruly
Just,
crowd.
he just materializes.
Yeah. Forensics just about finished.
Frank Dietz.
Sammy wants to see inside.
What did I do?
Great.
Fine. Everybody dump on me.
Oh, he's got the sight.
Look, keep an eye on my star witness here, okay?
He's got the shinning.
Can I go now?
Are you a Winnie
soon.
or a
I've got
Freddy?
a few more questions.
Can I have a Tahitian treat?
Yes, walk across the room. The whole room. Yes, need
but
this
Take a
shot.
meal of it.
This is the scene they always show on That's Hollywood with Tom Bosley.
Beautiful.
As possible. Now let's get at one of you with the body.
Wishful thinking, Doc?
Frank. Nice to see you could make it to the clam bake.
Talking to the penguin?
Wow.
What the hell else would I be doing at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I don't want to know.
See your boys in white are moving right along?
Well, you probably noticed the lovely lady on their way out. Now the boys are trying to fish Lover Boy out of a swimming
Eugene Levy?
pool full of
Walter
What's
Matthau
your
by
voice?
way of
You're getting
drunk.
anything out of good old Joe?
Oh, old Joe is a wealth of useful information. Do you know how many times they refinish the floors in here?
It's like if a Charlie Brown adult finally got speech.
Bodies A and B stayed late for a post-game
Good call,
celebration,
man.
as was their habit. Old Joe was sleeping like a baby, never heard a thing.
So who put the 12-year-old in charge of the investigation here?
So, what do you think? Double suicide?
No, thanks.
Oh, sure.
He said that with so much glee.
So,
Suicide? It's on my bingo card.
Hey, you still on for tonight?
Yeah.
With his bare hands and throws himself in the pool.
On the river.
Well, you're the tailor.
Bare hands?
The tailor. Looks of it, yeah.
Boy, he's working really hard.
So unless old Joe is secretly pumping iron.
You're looking for one large, angry person.
Maybe I am looking for something like that.
Maybe a
but I
porpoise.
don't think I'll
I
ever
don't
find
know.
Don't touch me.
I guess I'll need more tape than I thought.
Please. Maybe you should put the
I
speakers on the
believe in a thing
inside of his car.
They're still
Being
there.
involved with the Sagittarius this week.
2 teens overdose on angel dust? What?
Nice.
What is up with Mark Trail?
Peter never did any dust, man.
He was a crackhead.
He didn't like Faith No More that
What's going
much.
on?
Are they really dead? I don't believe it's them. There must be some mistake.
Yes, they're really dead.
Where's our order?
Ma'am,
What is so funny?
Wayne,
Russell
go
Baker's
home.
column this morning?
Who's Anthony? Who's Anthony?
He killed them.
What are you talking
My
about?
drama.
That big goon we flattened the other night. Guess we didn't finish the job after all. Oh my God.
Suddenly, the Twist and Crumb seemed a much darker place.
Psycho might be right.
I thought you said no one knew it was us. I thought you said that no one saw us.
Calm down.
I'm sorry, I was thinking again.
Just go in the car, all right? I'll be with you in a minute. Let's go and see
Go to the car. Bring your dilly bar to the car, honey.
Should have joined the PGA Tour.
Tough broad, man. Forget her. What are we gonna do about our big friend? Or friends, man? I say let him come.
I'll throw pasta at him.
Yeah. Just might scalp me a few. Christ, man, put that thing away.
The price of shortcake has gone up.
Peter and Susie. This isn't a game. Lay off. Brownies. I just want you to chill out. No way. Why, Jimbo?
I'm Generation X, that's why.
Because I'm having a good time.
Can't you just support me in that film?
Good time.
You should try a more direct approach.
Come on, Max.
Oh.
I'd never touch you, Terry. You're dirt.
21.
17 is more like it, right?
17 and a half.
Look, you may be tough, but I don't rob the cradle. I'm old enough to be your older sister.
Besides, I've got a
Wow,
career.
that's old.
I like that. I've always wanted to make it with my older sister.
Oh, so Canada has a South, too.
Can't you get it through your head? I don't want to see you.
Okay, Friday then?
Yeah, well, you're not going to do any better in this town, baby.
No town is that small.
He does have a
I'm
point.
really sorry.
I mean, so far he is the coolest. He's done a lot of terrible things, but he is the coolest guy in this
not
town.
Unitarian?
He's got the best hair
smart,
for sure.
aren't you? But you'll have it, and you will love it.
No, he hasn't really
Oh,
sold
yes.
himself on that one.
She will be mine.
Yeah.
Eat your ice cream.
I'm going to
Not
Dairy
you,
Queen
Tia.
from now on.
I saw you eating ice cream.
The police
What about
station, the
Tamara
hockey
Carrera,
ditto.
right? Tia Carrera, Tamara Carrera.
What's this?
So where's her twin that she keeps in
And
the basement?
Taj.
Oh,
Hauser,
brother,
detective.
brother.
Oh.
This is the report on our double suicide.
And with that,
And my
I
bibliography,
go to
Coroner
too.
the
fixes the
restroom.
death at about 12:30 a.m. Brain death caused by the cervical vertebrae being crushed.
Brain death.
Cervical
Yeah.
It's a
Forensics
different
found
kind of
lots of
death.
prints on the scene, but few of them are clear enough to trace. The few fingerprints we did get all trace back to members of the academy.
Whom I'd like to thank.
employees. You said you checked them out. They all seem to have pretty good alibis as to where they were last night. And I checked with mental health to see if they had any sizable lunatics running around, but
Is that a
don't
cigar?
have any loose nuts to fit our needs.
Oh, okay.
Cigarillo.
Are you telling me in your quaint way, Frank?
Well, it could have been a Tootsie Roll.
Let me see that.
Why do you hate me, sir?
The Cap,
To left,
where did the
to
newspapers
left,
get the
to right,
drug and
to
suicide
right.
story?
That's right, baby, it's right.
I gave
That's
it to
right,
him.
baby, it's
Wow.
right.
Gave it to them.
I threw one of those in. I threw a reference to
What
that
do you
song
want?
into
Frank was
Mac
once
and
a
Me.
boy ran with a bad crowd. High school kids,
I'll have to
No.
running red lights, getting drunk.
Also, East Side Walking, East Side Walking, West Side Walking, West Side Walking.
Stuff. Murder's a whole new ball.
Oh, did Hampton go? Oh,
Till we
that's
got a
too bad.
line on this killer. I
Oh,
want
he'll
the
be
press
back.
to get
He'll
nothing
be
Oh, I
but
know.
misinformation.
He'll always be
So
back.
business as
Otherwise,
usual?
they'll make
He never
this
really
guy
leaves us
a
either.
serial killer.
He's in our heart.
Goddamn vigilante savior.
I can't handle him swearing and smoking.
What
This
about
is
the public's
really
right to know?
Rock him a rope.
I think, I really truly think that Adam West was robbed of a grand, huge career because of Batman. Like, Batman was great and he was great in it, but he's really good. And he should have been like an even more gigantic
Well,
film
whatever you
star.
say, Cap.
Shut up,
I
Frank.
got an APB out on anyone big enough to snap a person's neck. And that ought to clear out half
loved
the
him in that
health
episode of
clubs and
30
all the
Rock.
high school teams.
Did you ever see the Look Wells pilot that Conan and Robert Schimmel made?
think you're big enough to handle this by
No.
yourself.
There was a pilot, you can maybe find it online, but
I'm
Conan
going out
O'Brien
now
and
buying
Robert
some
Schimmel, who
anabolic
does,
steroids.
you know,
Frank,
Is that John too?
let's not have any more high school
the dog,
kids
the
stand up dead.
Triumph.
Smigel?
Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
Robert.
Hey, how about
Robert
junior
Smigel?
high
Smigel,
kids?
sorry. But they
No
did
wonder
they did a pilot
Adam worked for scale on this film because he wanted to work with this director.
where Adam West played a former TV detective
Daily meditation.
who's still an actor, who's trying to
Yo-Yo
find
Ma
acting
goes
roles, but
camping.
also like trying to solve crimes at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's called Look Well.
Like, roughly when was this written?
Well,
Good
I
night,
think
folks.
91. I think it was around the time Conan was on Simpsons.
Okay.
Hi, I'll have a clown burger and
One of
some
those shows
fries.
that's 30 years too early.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
His son's on back order. Won't be here till March.
Don't look at him now.
Wait a minute. Has she just been sitting here in this makeup the entire time?
Too many
Sure.
changes.
He's at that age.
And once it's on, it's on.
Just be patient.
I mean, as a
You
voodoo
will have
practitioner, I know how hard it is to get off.
I'll talk to the gal in
Especially without
customer
baby wipes
service.
handy.
Exactly. Yum.
Oh, what's up?
It's full.
What's up?
God, in voodoo, you really got to handhold your clients. Jeez.
Man, this place comes alive at night. Woo!
Oh, I see she's off to her corporate job now.
Oh, it's closed. Okay.
This place is probably great for tips.
Iggy.
Well, I'm thinking we should expand into chili dogs, but
I've got to seriously consider that offer from A&W.
Oh, ice cream headache. Oh.
She did one too many Ready Whip hits.
I need a smaller tank top.
I was maybe gonna try to do some 80s hair tonight, but I knew
okay,
I
if I
couldn't fit my
diversify and put
headphones
most
over
of my
it, so
liquid
I-
assets into 30-day CDs,
I think you should do 80s hair forever.
At any
I
rate, my
mean-
dogs are barking.
I might.
Back.
if he kills her, I'll lose
If
my
we
faith
raise
in
the money
zombies
tonight,
forever.
Rebecca will freeze her hair in an 80s hairstyle for the rest
have
of the
some
year.
pretty bitchin' bangs, y'all. I'll get the pictures
You know,
out.
if he were
Subway.
job hunting, his persistence would be a good
That'd be a
thing.
great band name.
He's like a cool Dan Aykroyd.
It's only you. Can't you,
You
leave
mean
me alone?
Dan
I just
Aykroyd?
got back from
No.
my cheap trick audition.
No.
You want to drag?
They start kissing, there's going to be
No.
hair everywhere.
I haven't smoked since college.
Screaming
I used
infidelities.
to get lit with Brooks.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
I
is this
mean,
the waitress from
they
before
measure
who
up
said
to
she
those
would never
college
make it
guys
with him?
used to, but they don't measure up to mine.
Yep.
Rebecca's watching this like as an
Talking about
episode
it
of
for
Orange,
Nancy.
like the OC. Wait, hold on. Is that the
Wait.
same girl?
Pause it. Is this the girl with the face?
Yeah,
who-
that's telling him.
We'll never
How
know.
did
She's
I-
drenched in darkness. It's for all we know, she could be the boogeyman.
Again with the phallic references.
I've had enough of your childish sexual advances. Go away,
Hey.
Yes.
or I'll call the cops.
Liam.
Childish, huh?
Whoa.
Whoa.
See?
Where's
Cut two,
Internal
zombie nightmare.
Security Force.
No,
Yes.
I told you he wasn't my boyfriend. I didn't even
Somebody
like him.
told me that he was your boyfriend. He looked like a
He was
girlfriend.
trying to rape me. He had a knife.
All right. I'm sorry, miss. Calm down.
Slow
Jeez,
down. What's
victims are
a
so touchy.
knife?
I'm trying to go to bed.
If it wasn't for the
Policing.
child,
Can I get back in the son of the governor and JJ?
I was knocked out. But when I came to
Big scene.
this giant,
If it makes you...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Giant.
Like LT?
he
Sims?
was
Bavaro?
eyes. His eyes were like white.
Say, sorry to bug you, but could I get a cone with sprinkles and... Oh, bad times.
Don't you believe me?
No. I believe that's what you saw.
Chet.
Gaslighting.
I mean, I've
Wow.
never seen Nomadland, but is that
Sam
it?
will take care of you, miss.
Zombie
Captain Sensitive on the
lighting.
job here.
His eyes were like white.
Hey, Frank.
Oh, no, this guy.
Well, she claims he tried to rape her. That checks out with what the owner of this place tells me about
That's
our
like
boy Jim.
3
here.
different
He
negatives.
used to
She
come around
claims
with
he
his gang
tried
bobbing
to.
Yeah.
Girls.
Yeah.
On the other hand, she is a woman. What are you gonna do?
You know what? Here's the thing. If this
Listen
was
to
a,
her?
if this was a Twin
Frankly, I
Peaks
think it was
storyline,
Broward.
I'll be celebrating this movie.
You believe her?
Hell no. These kids are so whacked out on drugs, they don't know
They're
what
so
to
whacked
do.
out on
What is he
drugs.
taking?
Wow.
Me, my choice is
Maybe you're gonna have
oxygen.
trouble convincing that this was a
Yeah, a lot of people walking around like they got
Gonna
something to
protect
say,
and
but
twist
nothing
and
comes
cram
out when they move
corporation,
their
aren't you,
lips.
son?
It's just a bunch of gibberish, like they forgot about Ray.
Jim Barton. I've known this
Mumbling
family
out.
all my life.
What?
Sorry, Doc.
For what?
For what?
Kid was a bum. He was a disgrace to his family.
It's
Hold
you.
up on his sentences.
Maybe he failed himself with a
Oh my.
I'm gonna catch the beer baron.
I got it.
That's
Drug
not
induced
possible.
suicide.
No, you won't.
Hey,
Yes,
Frank,
I
I can't
will.
believe you're coming along.
Thanks, Doc.
So should they just leave him there? Or...
Get that, Batman.
It's like they refuse to light a scene. It's insane.
Perfectly good peanut butter parfait.
Yeah, it's like they're like it won't show up. Like it's like, look at, do you see me? Do you see me right now?
Snipes related
Yes,
to
you
the
do.
case.
I see you. You see me. The camera is the same as an eyeball.
The audience will believe they've seen a movie.
When I get out of my teens, I'm going to be a great investigator.
Mystery team.
Slow ride.
Stroke me, stroke me.
Mod hair Ken, bald
That's
side.
not.
They found that to be a bad move.
Yeah, I can hear it, Ma.
That guy's got a real Scott Thorson quality.
Body by Boys Life.
That's probably my chest grease supplier.
This phone is also
What are we gonna do?
Your 2 tickets are in sale.
Calm down. What's wrong?
What's wrong? Jim's dead, Bob. Didn't you hear it on the radio? They found his body behind the drive-in. He's dead.
Okay, baby, just try and relax.
They played it right before the new Skid Row single. I mean, didn't you hear it?
He's killed Peter and Susie and Jim. We're next.
Do you think you could go next?
It's Amy, Ma.
Oh, well, say hello for me, dear.
My mother says hello.
Are you crazy? Don't you see that we're next?
All right. Where are you?
I'm here, I think.
I'm at home.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Except for me.
I'm alone. My mother went
Good.
to...
Now listen. Stay where you are. I'm coming right over.
A small comfort, I know.
Lock the doors and don't let anyone in, okay?
Not even me when I get there.
I'll be right there.
But don't let me in.
Don't worry.
Only let the right one in.
How did this get here?
Whoa, check out the
Why
teddy.
you wanna break my heart?
We've taken the Sears Hall Center waiting room and turned it into headquarters.
We made
Whoa,
this
Steve
classroom
Bader's
into a police
pissed.
station.
Oh, Les's mohawk.
Hey, you smashed my sandwich!
Oh,
Does anybody have their
Molotov.
gun?
Anybody got handcuffs or anything?
I need to make my way to the photocopier.
Please, sir, just pay the parking fine.
You can't stop me. I have the power of punk rock.
Wait till my Young Life meeting hears about this. Wow, they didn't even get to the police station yet.
There's your killer.
Mine, sir? You mean it?
Was that Batman?
This scene
neck
cut
punch.
from the program.
Neck punch.
Tear gas, mace,
James
anyone?
Earl Powell. We picked him up in Newcastle.
He was bringing coals.
He was trying to rob a check cashing store. James
He found
was a
they
very
were
bad
exploiting
boy. He
the
was on
neighborhood.
probation.
Let me
He
guess.
murdered his
Salt.
chums.
A pepper.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
Seems he likes to beat up people and rob them. You may have noticed.
I'm
Trying to
Adam
pick it
West.
up.
James
Sorry.
is a terrifyingly strong dude.
Dude, sir? Then why did he kill the kids? Then why did he kill the kids? You know
They're
none of them
kids.
were
Have you
robbed.
seen their TikToks? It's
I don't know,
irritating.
Maybe he was working for somebody. Maybe he's got a new hobby. We've got him
TikTok.
now.
Everyone needs
Like
a
him
hobby.
almost as soon as he talks.
Now, Chief O'Hara,
What's the matter, Frank? A little flesh wound because you couldn't
Spill
solve
the
this case
deeds.
yourself?
I'll check the script.
Look, the object is to clear these cases as soon as possible.
Oh,
Maybe too soon.
I will
Right,
defeat
so we-
Zorro and reclaim my ranch.
Look, I just don't think that Mr. James there is our man.
You have somebody else in mind?
Oh, my uncle's nice.
Just a feeling, that's all.
I just feel like crying.
Oh, yes. Feeling. Must be that policeman's intuition you've
Stank
developed
man.
after all these years in the force. Oh, come on, Frank.
You're just a little ticked because you couldn't grab the brass.
I'm Ron
ring and solve
Burgundy.
this case yourself.
And that's the news.
Come on, you got a lot of years ahead of you to blow cases. Just be happy this one's solved.
Who's
Dexter,
Where's that smile?
You are my little gentleman.
Come on.
No, not the belt. No.
I'll buy you a drink.
It is 10 a.m. I just got a timeout.
Madmen, madmen, madmen.
Zombie nightmare. A zombie nightmare.
Oh,
Georgie.
springs to mind. Cudgel.
Boy.
Oh, that was easy for him. He just pretended it was Tim Burton.
That didn't help much, sir. Thanks anyway.
Matt, I'm sorry, Matt.
I like
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Huge Tim Burton.
The three
dick.
faces of Steve. Did you have to order me a corn dog, sir?
Adam West did his own stunts in this scene.
Could I get a booster chair for my friend? Just need to be treated with respect. Could I get another Shirley Temple, please?
Well, here's to the ones who got away.
Wait, what?
Hope my pirate meal has onion rings.
Mayor's gonna have my ass.
This is all too familiar.
Oh, how long's it been for you?
Oh, whoa.
I don't.
You know me too well.
2 years.
Oh, you'll be a
Bloosh.
Took me about 2 centuries, but it'll work. Hey! Hey, come on, this is a celebration. The case is closed.
Well, if it's a celebration, why aren't we at
I know,
Chi
I'm
Chi's?
sorry.
I can't do this before breakfast. I'm not like
Should have
you.
seen it. I mean, this kid was impaled with a baseball bat. I just don't understand how this guy James Earl could do it.
Maybe James Earl has a great batting average.
But it's the RBIs that count, isn't it?
This wasn't like anything. I mean, look at this kid. He's got a baseball bat shoved right through his stomach.
Frank, I did not come here to look at dirty pictures. You take enough of that stuff home with you. Pretty soon there's not going to be anything else at home.
And you gotta leave room for liquor.
Hey,
What?
this is a celebration. Hey, hey, the case is closed.
Long live the case.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
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 Hey.
Hey!
Case is closed. Long live the case.
Hey.
I don't remember that one. That's amazing.
It's her first zombie commission in a couple of years, so she's babysitting the case.
Your mystery day.
5 a.m. and Mr. Zombie's day is just beginning.
He's off for a long day of job interviews.
I gotta get a new bed. Slept like crap again.
No, don't help me. I've got it.
Watch my casket, will ya? Don't drive it.
Oh, he's really lost his looks.
Wait, is that the dad?
By clap clap.
Just once I'd like to see a zombie with a little more get up and go.
Time to attack the block. Bruv, Moses! Moses!
It went from a high-rise exterior to someone's basement.
Oh, he's hitting the milk pretty hard there.
If I had a girlfriend, she'd be sitting right there, right now.
He needs to unify his design concept.
Corduroy chair's nice, though.
Yeah.
Self-bondage really doesn't work out.
This case isn't closed.
I just realized something we're not going to bother showing the audience. Ha!
He's being stalked by Depeche Mode.
Johnson's wedding got out of hand.
Remind me never to frost my hair.
Wait a minute. What's Charlie Watts doing in there?
Oh, Bill looked nice in this one.
Oh man, that Barbra Streisand concert was great.
I don't know which Ministry song is
Jeez,
that?
I look so much older on the phone.
Lost Themes Volume 2. John Carpenter did it.
Jesus. Hey, Frank, your head cheese sandwich is getting warm.
Wait a minute.
And Jillian's not a real blonde.
Thank God. I thought I was going crazy.
I may need another glass of milk.
Slylock Fox is different in this picture.
Again, is this why you dragged me out of bed this time of night? I've got to be back in here at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm already hungover.
Hear me out. All I want is permission to pick up this woman for questioning. Her name's Molly.
The Hoople.
So shut, babe. Hey, you're gonna come into my neighborhood. You gotta pay the
Wait a minute, he's flashing
Molly,
back without
Molly
us.
the Hoople, the all-female tribute to the
Video
Hoople.
support here.
Molly Mokembe.
You know this woman, Cap?
I know her.
We did improv together.
Sure, she's some kind of voodoo palm reader in the black section of town.
I'm
I ran into her a couple times, but she has nothing to do with this case.
I
You
don't
mean
know,
because
Cap.
of the lighting?
This woman was at the scene of
No,
both
it's just the
murders,
new
and they took
asphalt they
place
use.
miles
It's
apart.
just more black over there.
Batty old broad likes to follow ambulances around.
Yes, I said
Besides,
batty.
we have our murderer, Frank, remember? You know, if you give this kind of stuff to the press, they're going to have a field day with you. She's a harmless old coconut, believe me.
As a coconut, sir, I'm offended.
I just wanted to be thorough, that's all.
You're thorough, Frank.
Yet gentle.
But you don't look too good. Why don't you go home and take a little rest?
Quit the force, move away.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? Let's talk Batman, huh?
Don't be sorry, Frank. Just go get some rest. That's an order.
Order me this.
Good night, Cap.
Nightcap? Did you say nightcap? Oh, don't mind if I do.
He's flushing his head.
Let me get this straight. Let's make a Batman movie, but not call Adam West.
Could have worked with Nicholson.
I'll call
Bitter
Burt
party of
Ward. I
one.
know he's not busy.
No one can milk a shot like Adam West.
He had more expressions when he wore a mask.
Hello, 1-900 spank me. I must stop.
Wow.
I must stop.
Hey, Steve, Robbie's upstairs. He's tied Chip to the bed with Dodie's nylons.
I'm coming.
Teen Dad.
Yeah, what is it?
Fred, it's me. How's Mary taking it?
Tom.
Well,
you know women.
Who's Mary?
It's Mary.
I don't know any women. I don't know.
Who's that guy?
What are women?
I like his blouse.
Here you have a suspect.
What we have
It's
here
a smock. He has just been done doing some painting.
Oh, I see. Some frescoes.
Whoa! Whoa!
I feel like and I'm binding.
Oh, come on, Tom. Get into it. I mean, that Batman place
Well,
seemed
this is
important
the
to Crow, and he
great
made
job
these
for me.
Controversy. Where's your costume? We're supposed to be doing your
without me.
Batman play.
Batman play? I thought you knew. I dropped that stink bomb a long time ago.
What? Oh, you rotten son of a...
Yeah, that decision got a couple of weeks. Funny, I didn't say anything about it to you.
Sandwich is huge.
What are you gonna do?
We're standing here looking like
What
a couple
promise
of
of
ninnies.
sandwich
Yeah, you
for
are.
Mike. Isn't that interesting?
Well, wow, what the heck? Hey, we can still do
Like
it. Come on.
the outfit fits Mike. It's just.
Da 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 da. Wa da 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 da. Riddle me this, Batman. Wow. Jeez, it's a play. Come on. You know, these costumes turned out pretty good. You know, how's that feel in the crotch there, Mike?
What'd you get out of there?
Oh, sure, I go the extra mile. This is the thanks I get. I'm gonna go work on my Mantis script.
Wow.
Mike, something's happening. I like my costume.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. It gives me special bat powers.
God, we gotta cut you out of that thing. Let's
Hang in there, old chum. Alfred, don't touch me. I'm Batman. Aunt Harriet. I need cookies.
Mike Nelson might be one of my favorite sketch performers.
Molly Mokembe's mixed.
I love his stuff so much.
Man, Jesus.
Fred, I want you to get the hell out of there now and get down here to the station. We're gonna find this witch. in
Wake up.
Somerset tonight.
I'm out the door.
Okay, super. Bye-bye.
God, I miss my tights.
Just a little snapshot of Adam and the young Philadelphians here.
This is Tim Burton's last night on Earth.
God.
What's he gonna do? Staple himself to death? Oh, it's a gun.
Bang!
Is that a laser sight on it?
When I said I'm out the door, it was really just an expression. Okay, now I'm out of the door.
That Orlon sweater's got to get hot, huh?
Nice kitty.
Watchtower!
Well, sorry about that. I'm in kind of a hurry.
Sir, if you'll just take a look at the literature, I can come back and we can discuss.
Jack Palance fights back.
Billy Butcherson.
I'll just hop in here. Certainly don't need to close the door.
You going right home? Because if you're going home, I'd get a ride with you. But if you're going...
Look, I'm sorry. It isn't convenient to carpool. You live in the cemetery. I live downtown.
Planet Terror.
I really could have planned this better. Oh.
See, this wouldn't have happened if you'd been wearing a seatbelt.
What did happen?
He touched him.
Well, no need to linger.
Cracked his neck or something. Don't ask questions.
Or something.
Steve, I followed you to work. You don't really work for a missile plant. Steve, put the gun down. Steve! Bob was right.
What the hell took you so long?
Boys don't what?
Boys don't what?
I want to know.
Amy, I think you're right. Someone is trying to kill us.
Boys don't twist and
Tried to
cream.
make a speed bump out of that clown. I do not want to.
Where are we going? When are we leaving?
Shut up.
Well, we could go right now, but I don't think we're going to get very
Boys
far.
don't cry!
What about
Boys
your
don't
cash
cry!
I said I tried to get on the cash card. I couldn't.
Shut up, you.
Don't you have any cash around here?
Shut up.
Take a look around. I hardly even see my parents.
We all try that, buddy.
Great. You're stuck.
Shut up.
No way.
You shut up.
Jim was telling me that we should knock over his uncle's garage if ever we needed money.
Shut up.
And we need money now.
His uncle's garage?
Yeah, Jim always had it figured out. Said he was saving it for an emergency.
Well, this is an emergency.
Let's do it.
Should I get into my underwear?
Oh, the zombie drives a K car.
Sensible.
This is Charlie 117. Come in.
I got birds over.
Knew it.
Shut up.
I'll be right there.
Water in the basement. Damn it.
Your worst nightmare, a cop with a learner's permit.
Al Needham was brought in to direct this
He
scene.
was.
And that's all.
Oh, that's fine. We'll just walk to the curb from here.
Yeah, you can use it.
Hi, Frank. I got another one just like the last three.
Neck broken?
Yeah, like a twig.
Oh, nice image.
Like
It's
a
almost like
twig.
it's
I
a
was there. I
bat.
watched it. I didn't stop a thing.
An old man?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Frank. We can't all look as young.
Oh,
Great,
stop.
he's back.
Do you,
Who
do you
can
think
tell?
this could have been done by the same assailant as the others?
I'd stake my semi-professional reputation.
Stop.
So, who is this guy?
That's the kicker. He's the last kid's father.
I left my lights on again.
Hey, Frank, don't you want to check the house?
I'm more interested in the crowd.
I'm running for state auditor. Hi, folks.
You want I should check the house?
Oh, look, she put her breasts on.
Should I leave a note for my mom?
Dude, should I bring my sports bra in case I get chased?
This spot reserved for Viper.
The only lighting the movie
Guests
has.
being stalked by zombies stay at Best Western Hotel.
See? No prob. Mr. Key was right where old Jim
She's
said.
dressed for ladies' night at Shenanigans.
Yeah, we're not gonna end up like Jim, you hear me? Let's just get this cash and babe rear history.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end of the
If
movie.
Mr. Blackstone was a zombie, he'd kill her just for that skirt.
This is a big garage.
See, she's not that dumb.
Yeah, a little too big.
I wonder where they keep their money.
Yeah, good question.
Bitcoin.
A little too good.
Well, must you superlative everything?
It's a little ominous in here.
A little too ominous. A little too a lot of cars in here.
A Francis Ford Coppola production of a Kenneth Branagh film. Kira Cutley in Ali Sheedy's Frankenstein.
Oh.
Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2.
Tommy Lee Jones.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
We ain't never gonna find this money if we don't split up.
Are you breaking up with me?
I'm gonna go check over here. You go check over there. Just check around, okay?
Just check. Just do a bunch of check.
go there by myself.
Just do as I told you, okay?
I'm
out that
Fred,
dark
you're
corner.
Daphne. We talked about this.
Love when men grab my face to talk to me.
Yeah.
Has it happened, Rebecca?
You spin me
It
right
actually
round,
has.
baby, right
It
round
actually,
like a
it actually
record.
has. I hate it.
No. And she's being followed by Al Gore.
Why is he crab walking?
Show the whole parking lot. Let's just continue a shot. There you go. Yeah. And then, yeah, more even. Extra.
Hey, is my Buick ready yet?
Hello, is there a salesman who can help me?
It's Zombie's got to clear that frog out of his throat.
Oh,
Sounds
with
like
Baron
Harvey
Vaughn.
Sorry, that took me a while, guys.
He's
two
balding,
children,
look.
Slightly harder.
So
to
does
get
that mean
past
his grandfather
than
on his
Penn.
mother's side was a balding zombie?
I did try down, but they didn't really.
The kids don't respond to that?
Not yet.
You didn't want to show him some of this movie to
Where
give
are
him
those
some sweet
commemorative
dreams?
placemats?
This is how Baby Hampton was put to sleep, was this movie?
That's clearly not the original actor.
Hampton.
Oh, Baby Hampy.
Baby Hampy.
Hi,
I
what can I
deny
do you
ever
for?
being a child.
Whoa. Oh.
Well, now we gotta.
Dr. F.
Howdy, that's your zombie, ma'am?
This'll fix it.
Stop that.
Let me move my bike. Hang on.
She just used the remote.
It's a really trivial use of her dark powers.
Affordable use of her dark powers.
Yeah.
Cod, Tia, you're supposed to be in your underwear in this scene. Bam.
Start spreading news.
Well, Tia, it's still better than working with Mike Myers.
Did we miss it for
The Love
authorized
Guru?
personnel only?
How dare you?
Yeah, what other movies was she in? So I
This
Married an
is a
Axe
big
Murderer?
garage.
Yeah, it's even got a subway stop.
No, not yet.
Some enchanted
She was in Guru, right? Love Guru?
Was she? Does she show up?
No, I don't know. I never saw it.
Guru?
How'd he do that?
Guru? Very different than the Love Guru.
pro.
Yeah.
She's hiding behind a window.
$1 billion idea. Wayne's World 3.
Oh.
It's right there.
You mean the budget?
Oh, that one's got away with zombies, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right on his luggage rack.
Oh, being killed by Slipknot.
Admittedly, that's
It's
an
the worst
aggressive sales
offense.
technique. What?
You're right. Paint job looks fine. Sorry I complained. Bye-bye.
That was great. I've never been handled like that before.
This is a
Greg,
really
I'm gonna
big
need you to
garage.
come in on Saturday.
Sherry Belafonte in Harper.
Well, looky here.
How you
Well,
doing?
Raggedy Man.
Neighborhood, little girl.
I'm Batman.
Looks like I missed the
Raggedy
start
Batman.
of the party. Why don't you show me where the guests are going?
Getting a lot
Get
of
in the
mileage
car,
out of their Batman
witch.
jokes.
Yes, Mr. Churchman.
Oh, is your Batmobile in the shop?
Shut up.
It was driven by John Boyd.
No, never. Look, it's Dondi, the zombie.
Diller, Phyllis Diller.
Zombie is deep in the
now.
rough on the 13th. He's got to pull the shot out, par the hole.
The hell is my grave? Last time I crawled into the wrong one, it was a mess.
What was it doing?
Ironically, they end up busting
Oh, yeah.
the zombie for tax evasion.
I just want to say, as a voodoo practitioner,
Hey, can I have my thorax back?
you got to get a good fog machine.
Gotta get a good fun.
Mr. Zombie, I just need you to sign this deposition. It'd just take a sec.
What would you sing if I sang out of tune? Stand up, walk on me.
Boy, I'm dead on my feet. well.
You normally see a chase scene where the guy chases
Doing an
the
ST
zombie.
plunge.
Yeah. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us.
Hey man, you okay?
What's he? Oh, he's giving himself a tongue bath. Oh.
Don't be afraid, Frank. He won't bite you.
Might snap your
Don't let
neck.
that scare you. Let that free you.
Aren't you Adam West from Lady Chatterley's Lover 2?
The voodoo woman explained it to me on the way over, Frank. She
has a name.
One of those barrels is pointed back at him.
And avenge her against me.
Oh.
Against you. It's a long, sad old story, Frank. From before I was
Batman shot first.
I had this great cave, you see. And
He killed his boy's father for trying to save my life.
Is that sorry, what?
That's true, Frank.
Oh, thank you.
But you see,
Oh, that
some
was
lose
a-
their energy after they revenge themselves. So there'll be nobody around to revenge old Molly McKimby.
Oops.
This case is closed, Frank.
oh wow!
Long live
Probably
the
should've seen that
case.
Comment.
Oh, there's one spot I just can't do.
This is the last, Ivan. You will do unhurt, Mr. Churchman.
I think she's going for some sort of Elvis patois kind of thing.
Oh boy.
I've seen some raunchy stuff, but that's disgusting.
I never had those little Vietnamese peppers. Oh,
stuff.
Man is a pig.
It's just a cry for attention.
Rick Baker, you've done it again.
The end.
Oh.
Credits.
Paperwork's really mounting here, sir.
Case closed. How about a drink? Huh?
I can't wait for the credits to see all the fun goofs they did behind the scenes, you know?
They all
You have to
dance
stay
to Come
for
on,
the-
Eileen.
Come on, Frank, take it like a
Except in
man.
zombie makeup.
Take it like a bat.
Zombie.
This isn't a very effective cemetery.
I need heavier dirt.
Humma.
Miss Jane Pittman.
The fuck of 40,000 years.
Yes.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you're coming.
What happened?
Help me, Spock! Help me!
Frank.
He just wants to play, sir.
Kill me, Frank.
Frank, I'm awkward in social situations.
Wow, so hell's right there.
Yeah, that's why you should call before you dig.
Are you mad, sir?
Very
You were
anticlimactic.
the bestest
Wow.
Batman ever. Goodbye, Caesar Romero.
Wow, the
And he
Lutheran
never
church
used the
ladies
gun
will be
again.
so surprised in the morning.
Well, take a spin by Grandpa's grave while I'm here.
Hey, don't step on my grave. Hey, that hurts. Oh, watch it, you loser. Oh, my chest. What are my toes? Oh, what's on the door? Stop your mother. Get that clown out of here. Out of this. I'm gonna beat it.
Ah, so many riffs.
Turn out the light on your way.
They really need a space.
Your lights are on.
Everybody.
Wow, I learned that if you're gonna betray,
Look at that.
do
They
it
put the
hard.
garbage incinerator right next to the cemetery.
I can't hear you over the riffs. Different kinds of riffs.
Is this song in Esperanto?
Read the Bantam book. Buy the drink glass.
Here you go. Jonas went in the 80s.
Family Honors.
Mm-hmm. You know, Tia Carrero went on to a Hollywood career, but I was sure that Hamish McEwen would be the breakout star of this one.
Which one was John Michael Thor?
He was the one with the badge. There were two Biddles in this film.
Yeah, and both Biddles were in the Yiddish theater production of Yiddle with a Fiddle.
With Biddles.
Hey, look, Dean Hagopian played the crusty and cynical medical examiner. You are looking for one large, angry individual.
Mike, if you talk in that voice one more time, I'm going to have to kill you.
Okay, I won't. I'll stake my semi-professional reputation on it.
You kill him.
I feel like
Soundtrack
end
available.
credit stuff was
Cut out
really
bins everywhere.
mostly prevalent during Mike's era.
85 cents for these soundtracks.
We didn't really even do any during
Some
the
of your
Netflix
favorites.
stuff, did we?
No.
You know, they're using the term artist here very loosely.
What's that?
We didn't stick around for any credits.
Look, Virgin Steel.
Oh, yeah, no, we
I went
didn't.
to school with a Virgil Steel.
Is so interesting, Michael.
1.21
You know, I'm really disappointed
kilowatts.
that ABBA weren't on the soundtrack.
Midnight Man put into the DCEU.
Actually, no. It's just killing time.
My thought.
I like chess, though. It's good.
Thank you. Hey, you know, John Micklethor was in
This
the
is
movie
like
with the music.
perfect
His band Thor was featured in the
driving
soundtrack, and
through
the music was by
Joshua
the
Tree
orchestra.
sunset
He just
music.
did everything in this film. He's like just like a Michael Landon.
Oh, so you mean he's a bedwetter?
No, I don't mean he's a bedwetter.
Well, then what are you trying to get
The
at?
concept
He's
that I'm
the
trying to
long-distance
apply
runner.
here is that perhaps
Just tell me
coming Thor is
Nothing was like everybody leaving while you're hitting a solo.
Where you going? Where you going? Bathroom break? I'm ready right now.
Okay, how we doing? You know, you guys, I think that Adam West will really appreciate these letters on account of the fact that we gave him quite a lot of ribbing during the film and all. So, well, who's ready?
Oh, me. I'm done. I'll go first. I'm ready. Me.
Crow.
Me. Okay. Dear Mr. West, I very much enjoyed that thing that you did that was good. It's kind of fun when I see you in stuff. Do you feel pretty crappy now that Danger Theater and Last Precinct has been canceled? I'm sending you all my allowance. Please don't buy beer with it. Ha ha. Yours truly, Crow T. Robot.
Neat.
Well, that was very good, Crow.
you.
There
Crow's
are
wearing
certain
glasses to
parts
read
that I
this.
would change if I were writing the letter.
Well, it's the
That's
Bible, but, you know.
Okay, well, whatever. Tom, you have
Okay, here we go. Dear Adam,
Hey,
sorry to hear about the accident at the Sportsman Show. Oh, just saw Zombie Nightmare. You look good in a mustache. Real nice work in that scene where the zombie pulls you underground. Oh, and hey, I heard that Lady Chatterley's Lover 2 is okay, although I'm not allowed to see it. Well, I'm running out of room. We'll talk soon. Tom Servo. What do you think?
That's very good, Tom.
thank
Again, there are things, you know, maybe we'll just go in there strunk and white kind of a thing.
Whoa.
Gypsy, you have something, don't you? Let me just want to,
Yes.
okay.
I wrote a poem for Mr. West.
Okay. Go ahead. Just whenever you're...
I used to like you when you were a Cape Crusader, way more than even Darth Vader. But then you were the best, but now you are like all the rest. That's all, so see you later.
Neat. Very nice.
That's very good. Very good. Does
Verse.
anyone have anything else for Adam West?
No.
How about you guys? Do you have anything for Adam West?
Oh, this
They don't really tell you how to reverse these things. Oh, hi! Having a few technical difficulties. Look, Clay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you undead. I was just fooling around. It happens. Maybe this magic powder will reverse the spell. Shazam! Babaloo! Viacom! QVC! Whoopee! You put that down! You put that down! Put that down! Put it down! Down! Bad zombie! Bad! Bad. Now push the button. Be a good zombie. Push the button. You push the button. Push it. Push it. You push the button. Say, this zombie stuff is kind of nice.
some role reversal there. All right.
I could get used to this. Pretty nice. All right, guys. That was pretty good.
I haven't seen that one.
Now a moment of silence. These are all the fallen soldiers of this show. Whoa.
Look at all those names.
Yeah.
People made this show.
A lot of repeats.
Yeah.
Next week there's a Mazerback show. Next week Tuesday, I think.
What'd you say, Jonah?
There's a Mazerback show on Tuesday. It should be fun.
And now your moment of zen.
Oh, Zombie
so
Nightmare.
silly.
Yeah, I really forgot a lot of that one. It was good stuff.
I hope
Yeah,
you forget
it's
that
good.
one.
Well,
no, that was a great episode. I gotta say they nailed it. I mean,
tons of amazing riffs in that one.
Episode amazing, movie
Tons of
horrible,
good riffs.
but in that
I hope
great
we get
way.
something as good as Adam West.
We might.
Like, really? How many Adam
We
West
might.
roles have you ever seen? Amazing.
I mean, we had
now that
Marjo
we are-
Gortner.
Yeah.
And Lee Majors.
Yeah.
Can't beat Lee Majors. Well, now that we're all familiar with Zombie Nightmare, why don't we familiarize ourselves with it a little bit more with a very special surprise unannounced guest. We told none of the backers that he was going to join us tonight. He played the part of Frank Sorrell in Zombie Nightmare. Everyone, Frank Dietz.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank
you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me, and you know, my sincerest apologies to everyone who had to watch it.
People
been apologizing for decades now, of course.
Great job. You were in it. You were in it. A lot of people in that movie were not in it. You were in it.
Yeah.
We could see you. You were really well lit, and we could see you, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was. It was my first movie, and
wow.
I had never done a movie before. I'd only been on a movie set once before, and just as a watcher. And but I was a theater major in college. I did a lot of stage acting and so forth. And I got this part. I basically had to learn how to film act while I'm doing it. Like you just sort of thrown in there. I didn't have any kind of
it doesn't look that way. It really doesn't come on. You're learning on the fly.
Well, it's also a lot of your scenes are with like these guys going real big. You got Adam West and that guy. You got that guy right there.
Yeah.
And then you're probably coming in and you're like, should I also be a cartoon?
Yeah, how much was the director giving you? Like, were you just kind of left to your own devices? Or
everybody do what they want.
The director? Oh my God!
Yeah,
there we go. The hot
man.
tea.
Yeah.
Yes,
you know,
the visionary.
I'll tell you a really funny story about how we figured out that this was not going to be Gone with the Wind. It was like the third night when we were at the Twist and Creme, and they were filming the scene where Sean Levy gets killed by the zombie, which you didn't get to see in Mystery Science Theater version, but. So they set up this master shot with you know you could see everything that's in the shot. You could see the girl, you could see Sean, you could see the zombie. They run the whole scene, they shoot it, and then John Fasano, who actually wrote the script, who was sort of acting as the first AD, he goes to Jack, the director, and he says, "So Jack, oh great, we've got the master. Let's gonna move in for coverage." And Jack just goes, "Nah, we don't need to." and John goes, but we have to go in. We have to get coverage on each of the actors. And Jack just went, "Nah, you see the same thing in the long shot." and I remember John just kind of turning around and looking at me, and we were both like, "Look, this is my first movie. Even I knew that you had to get coverage of everybody."
This guy is
right?
lazy.
Oh, and the way his directing style was very interesting because, you know, okay, so it's great to make fun of Dean, the guy who played the medical examiner, because of his penguin type delivery. But you got to understand that he was a super nice guy, by the way. That Jack, the way Jack directed actors was to tell them to be like somebody else. So for me, he was like in this. I swear to God, he'd be like, "Okay, in this scene, you're Don Johnson. You're Don Johnson in this scene. You okay? You got that?" And they're like, "Yeah, okay." And this scene, you're Clint Eastwood. You're Clint Eastwood, okay? And for this guy, he literally told the guy, "I want you to be Columbo. You're going to be Columbo in this movie, okay?" And so that was Dean, like kind of doing a
taking direction
kind of thing. Yeah.
Wow.
It was
a great way to do it.
It was the director's vision. Sure.
So, yeah. It was.
So,
go ahead.
You have to, well, just like out of sheer curiosity. So, like you said, it was your first movie.
Yeah.
Was this like a thing where, like, like, I'm just curious, like, how you got involved with it from the first place. Did you have to audition for this? Did you know somebody? Like, did you read the script first? And, okay. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, I was working in Manhattan for a crazy toy inventor and not loving it. And I got a call out of the blue from John Fasano, who I practically grew up with. We both grew up on Long Island. And he remembered me from my acting in plays and things like that. And he knew I love monsters, because I've been a monster kid my whole life. And so he calls me up out of the blue and he just goes, "Hey, listen, I wrote this monster movie and we're going to shoot it in Canada. Are you be interested in auditioning for it?" And I looked over at the guy I was working for, who was like creating a board game played with real cheese. And I was just like, yeah, I think I'd really like to do that.
You walked away from that?
You walked away from cheese.
Wow.
Cheese.
I did have to audition. I did have to go in and read in front of the camera and everything. And but like, the character's name was Frank, right? It's just like John pretty much wrote the part for me, not even knowing if I would be interested in doing it or not. So yeah, I mean, I jumped at that chance. It was, it was the worst and best of times. I got to tell you,
I bet it was. I mean, you got to work with Adam West in your first movie, and I mean, like, what is that like?
Unbelievable. I was a huge Batman fan. I watched it when it was on prime time, when I was like 6 years old or 7 years old. And if you had told 7-year-old me that I'd be acting in a movie with Adam West back then, there's no way I would have believed it. But it was between Adam and Leslie Nielsen was the other actor who was going to maybe play Captain Churchman. Wow. And I guess Leslie Nielsen broke his leg skiing and couldn't do it, or that's what he says.
Always doing bits,
right? And
always doing jokes.
And but I was good either way, because if it was Leslie Nielsen, it would be the guy from Forbidden Planet, and if it's Adam West, it's my childhood hero. So I was thrilled and scared to death, because sometimes you don't want to meet your heroes because it can be very disappointing. And thankfully, Adam was fantastic. He's a really, really funny man. Like he has got the greatest sense of humor about himself. And everybody sort of tiptoed around the Batman thing, though, because nobody was really sure if he really had bitter feelings about the show that typecast him so badly that he had to take movies like this, right? And so nobody would say anything. Like, I talked to him about Robinson Crusoe on Mars, a movie he was in, and there's an episode of Outer Limits that he was in. That was really cool, right? But nobody's so the nights that we were filming the scene in the big fake styrofoam graveyard at the end, we worked really late, right? So it was like we're wrapping up at like 2:00 in the morning, and we're in the middle of this woods, basically this dirt path, and we're me and John Fasano and Adam are walking back to base camp, and it's real quiet. You just hear like crickets, and we're walking along silently, not talking. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, Fasano just turns to Adam and goes, "So how did you and Robin get out of the giant ice cream cone?" Right? And I for a minute, I went, "Oh shit." I'm sorry. Can I say shit? Yeah. But Adam cracked up. Like he cracked up.
Oh, that's awesome.
So funny. Nice. And that broke the ice. And from then on, anything was fair game.
That is awesome.
But he was so wonderful. He was really giving, the scenes where, people notice that he's reading his script at one point. That is not his fault, because the editor used the camera's supposed to be on me. Right during that scene, right? They were doing. It was supposed to be my coverage, and the editor got it all mixed up. So now they're using footage of him when it's supposed to be me, right? And they somehow lost his coverage. So it was just a mess.
Wow.
So I can forgive him for that for sure. But he was great. We stayed friends for many years after that.
Oh, cool.
We'd get together and go out and have drinks and laugh mostly because he was just great.
Did you tell him about like when you found out about MST doing the episode? Like, did you like relay that to him? Like, what was that section like?
I hadn't talked to him in a few months, and this was pretty funny actually because I was a fan of the show. So I'm watching this one night, and I see the teaser for Turkey Day, and there's Adam. And I was like, "Oh, cool, Adam! Adam's hosting Turkey Day." And then they showed these really quick clips of some of the films that were going to be shown, and I see the Pee-wee zombie, and I went, "Oh no!" and I go racing to the phone, and I call John Fasano, and the phone rings, and John picks it up, and he doesn't even say hello. He just goes, "I know! Zombie Nightmare is going to be on Mystery Science Theater." Like he knew that's why I was calling, right? And so we were thrilled and terrified at the same time. But obviously, I knew Adam was going to be okay with it since he was hosting Turkey Day. And he always had a great attitude about it. I mean, we knew we were not making a great movie at that point, and you just get the work done, and hope you do. I felt when I finally watched the episode, when I watched it the minute it was on the first showing, and I had this big bottle of wine, and I was just like, oh my God, what are they going to do? And thankfully, the guys had bigger fish to fry than me for the most part. There were some good gags about me and my character, but Adam was obviously higher up on the ladder to go.
You didn't become the next Joe Don Baker.
Yeah,
exactly. Right. Be thankful.
Yeah.
Be thankful.
So, but I'm going to tell you honestly, I thank the day that Frank Conniff found a VHS copy of this movie in a box in a basement somewhere, because that movie would have disappeared forever. It would have just been gone in the miasma of the world, and no one would ever know about it. Mystery Science Theater turned a terrible horror movie into a great comedy, and people loved it. I think I told somebody this, Jonah. I think I told you that back in the day, Comedy Central actually sent me to San Antonio. They flew me to San Antonio and to San Diego because they picked Zombie Nightmare as the movie they were going to do tests in theaters and show in theaters. And they sold out like right away. So they had me go there, and I gave a little speech, before the movie, and I signed some pictures and stuff like that. Right. But that was before This Island Earth and the movie.
Oh, wow.
So that was them testing the waters to see if they would get an audience if how well this would work on a big screen as opposed to a small screen. Oh, cool. So yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So
wow. So go ahead, Jonah.
No, you go.
Well, I was just going to ask, so obviously, as you were saying, MSC has kind of saved this movie from pop culture obscurity, and I'm curious to know, when people hear that you're in a movie called Zombie Nightmare, do they immediately bring up the MST episode, or do they go what is that? What's the general thinking that people seem to have with it?
Well, I think that there's far more fans of the Mystery Science Theater version than the original. Although what's funny is because Mystery Science Theater did this and it became so popular with that crowd, a company, got the original movie and put it out on Blu-ray. And apparently, a lot of people have watched that as well, which, that has all the gore and everything else that was cut, for time and obviously for stuff that they didn't want to show. But by the way, I got to tell you something really funny too. So the blonde girl, right? The tennis player. we were supposed to have at least one set of naked breasts in the movie, right?
It's an 80s horror movie.
It is an 80s horror movie, exactly. And that's one of the ticks, you had to tick the boxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this girl, that blonde girl, was supposed to, take her top off, at least her top off, for the scene in the jacuzzi, right? Well, she showed up to the set that night with her dad, right?
Ooh.
Make him do it.
And so, so John just looked at me and he just goes, "There's no way she's taking her top off tonight," right? And again, we're shooting at 2:00 in the morning because that was like a health club or something. We couldn't shoot in the daytime, right? And so we were, we're just like, okay, well, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think they tried to talk Tia into it later on. It was just like, well, you're just going to shoehorn a scene in there to do that, which would not be unusual for an 80s horror movie either. But
yeah.
But,
a Miramax movie? Sure. Whatever.
Hey, I wrote one of those once. So. Well, with Pamela Anderson was in it. Yeah.
Barbed Wire?
No, it was called. No. It was called, actually it was shot at the same year as Barbed Wire, but it was called Naked Souls.
Those are the most beautiful souls.
It was actually based on an H.G. Wells short story about body switching, right? Oh. And it also had, well, it was cool. It had David Warner in it and a couple of other really good actors as well. But that's a movie too that I wish Mystery Science Theater could do because it's never been put out on Blu-ray or anything like that.
I am gonna write that down. I'm not making any promises. Not making any promises.
I have a bit already.
Dean Stockwell. Dean Stockwell and Brian Krause were also in it. So it was a good cast. Yeah.
So you mentioned that you had seen MST before. You knew that Turkey Day was coming. How did you get into the show, and what was do you remember your first episode?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember the name of the movie, but it's the Lee Van Cleef movie that had Claude Akins in it also.
Oh yeah. I can't remember the title too.
Yeah, I can't remember the title, but I that was the first one. I put it on almost by accident. I guess I had Comedy Central on. And I was like, what is this, right? And at one point, Lee Van Cleef is talking to Claude Akins, and Tom or Mike or whoever, no, it would have been Joel back then, I guess, said, just goes, "Ape shall not kill ape," because Claude Akins was in Battle for the Planet of the Apes, and that was like, oh, I like this. Oh, this is me. Like it's true. It's like these guys were just doing what my friends and I did all the time. With bad movies, good movies, didn't matter. Especially if it was a movie you're familiar with, you've seen enough times that you know what's coming, and I started watching it all the time and everything like that. So that's why it was such an amazing moment when I realized that I was going to be on Mystery Science Theater.
I can't imagine what that's like. I mean, obviously these guys have their own experience with being on Mystery Science Theater because they're the cast of the show, but you're in one of the movies.
Yeah.
And I can't even imagine what that must be like.
Yeah.
We salute you.
It's surreal. It's very surreal. Oh, I got to show you this too. So this is the one, the one thing I kept from Zombie Nightmare. Ooh. This is the gun.
Yay!
Wow. This is the actual gun that I didn't shoot for some reason. And it is a prop gun. The barrel is completely solid, so there's no way it can actually shoot.
Wow.
But yeah, and it's heavy. I mean, it feels like a real gun, right? But I was always like to Jack, shouldn't I shoot him? I have a gun. Why don't I shoot him?
Yeah, you just kind of meander.
You want him to die. You want him to die.
Well, the editing in that last scene is whacked out. There was a lot more to that scene. That's why well, Tia was still hiding behind a window, which didn't make any sense at all. But it was when I finally saw the movie, there were moments like that when I just went, what? Like, okay, I knew that this wasn't going to be great, but what the heck?
Was there a premiere?
No. I think the premiere was in John Fasano's basement on a little, a giant 14-inch television.
How it was meant to be seen.
Yes.
Indeed. So, like, what was just the overall vibe during shooting? Like you were saying, like you all kind of knew that this was just like a low budget horror movie, but everybody seemed to take it seriously.
Well, listen, the crew were all professionals. I mean, and the lighting does look really sucky in that print. If you look at the Blu-ray, it's not that bad at all.
Wait,
but these guys.
Wait, this movie's on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Remastered.
Yeah, sorry, I think I missed
it.
And if Manos is on Blu-ray,
and there's also, by the way, you'd probably enjoy it. John Fasano and I and Thor do a commentary track for it, which is more entertaining than the movie itself. I guarantee you.
I'm friends with John Fasano's daughter, Lucia.
Oh yeah,
I prayed at Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did two. I did 2 movies with Thor because I'm also a rock and roll nightmare.
Do you feel Thor?
I'm very Thor.
Hampton.
Yes.
Hampton.
Yes.
He's a nice guy. But as far as the set goes, it was very professional. They were mostly French Canadian. We shot that in Montreal, and so like they would talk to each other in French and I, Jack would turn to John Fasano and he'd be like, what does he want? And John Fasano would be like, well, he either needs another a key light there or a croissant. I really can't tell.
They're always lighting with pastries.
But we were having fun. We really were. We knew we could tell there were things wrong, but we were, especially with Adam, we were laughing all the time between takes and we were staying, except for Adam. I mean, he stayed at like a 5-star hotel, but they had put us up in this much less lovely hotel. There was one of these places that for short stays and so forth, and there was one of the TV stations had 24 hours a day porno running, right? Which is how we found out our director's earlier credits.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I know that person.
No, it's true. No, he had I think he had maybe done one other movie before this, but before that it was all adult films. So it's no wonder he only knew how to shoot in a wide shot, right?
Yeah. It's like, if only there were dead people in this.
How long did it take you to make this?
3 weeks. 3 weeks. And I think 3 weeks, 6-day weeks, as I recall. Okay. And Adam only worked 3 days. So we shot the first day was all of the stuff in the office where, sometimes I was talking to nobody because that was the last day. Adam had to leave. He had to catch a flight. So, and he was so cool. He was so concerned. He was just like, Frank, I really feel bad that I can't be here for you for these scenes. I mean, he was really apologetic about, just like, I'm just not going to miss his flight for it. Right. But the first 2 nights were at the graveyard.
I got to get back
a lot
to Brand
involved
again.
there.
Those are the first 2 nights.
Also, here's something fun you guys would like too. So originally, the father who gets killed at the beginning, he was supposed to be played by a very famous wrestler named Superstar Billy Graham, right? So old time wrestler fans would probably know who he is. And so the makeup guys actually met with him and they did life casts for him because he was supposed to come out of the grave at the end and kill Adam. Mm-hmm. So what happened was it was like a week and a half in, and he got his flight. He landed in a Montreal airport, and nobody ever picked him up.
No.
What? Oh my goodness. He sat there for 8 hours trying to call. And nobody, the producers totally forgot that was the day he was coming in. So finally, he was pissed. He just got on a plane and went back home. Said, "I'm not doing this." No. So now this was two. No, this was the first one zombie down. Pee-wee got fired later. The big zombie that John Thorpe miraculously became at one point in the film. But so then we needed somebody had to play the father now, wearing the makeup that they had made for superstar Billy Graham. And so John, rather than go out and search for an actor, Fasano was just like, all right, I'll do it. So that's why. So that's why the stuff doesn't really fit him right. This happens a lot in makeup effects. Guys who work in the industry will tell you horror stories like this all the time. But that's how John ended up playing the father at the beginning of the movie also.
And this is an anecdote that I said yesterday, but Lucia told me about this. John Fasano's daughter. She was, when he was dragging him into the grave, Adam West into the grave.
I know.
He says this to him. He says this to Adam West: "The Joker couldn't do it, the Penguin couldn't, but I killed Batman."
Yeah, and John pulled Adam. They dug out this whole big deep pit, and they had to put a light in there, like a red light in there, to make it look like he was being dragged to hell. And so John, comes out, roars, grabs Adam. They did it like in one take, pretty much, I'm sure, as I recall. Anyway, and then he pulls him down. And so they were like, and Jack is not calling cut, and they're both down there in this pit, right? And from way down at the bottom of the pit, you suddenly hear, "Hey, I'm on fire! I'm on fire! Get me out of here!" And John was sat on the red light. And it started to burn his clothes.
Oh man!
No!
Oh my God! Yeah, I mean, something like this happened almost every day on set, which is was just like, how could you not laugh?
That's a very calm way to react to being on fire. Excuse me.
Hey, pardon me. Hate to bother y'all.
Sir, I'm having Grey Poupon and I'm on fire.
My God, that's incredible.
Yeah. The graveyard nights were crazy. The first night we were there, they're building the styrofoam graveyards and everything like that. And we get there and it's still light out, and everything's fine until the sun started to set. And right at dusk is when the mosquitoes came out, right? And I'm talking like African queen mosquitoes, like all over the place, and nobody saw it. Nobody predicted this. Nobody saw it coming. And you know how certain people have certain chemistries that mosquitoes are more attracted to than other people, right? Yeah. Well, I wasn't that bad. I was okay. But Adam,
I have that.
Adam, they were swarming on him. He was just like this, right?
Man.
And I joked with him later. I said, "Well, why?" It was like, what do bats eat? Mosquitoes.
Exactly.
Revenge.
There you go. There you go.
But the next day they literally had to bring in this exterminator who sprayed for a half a mile around to keep the mosquitoes away on our second night, or I don't know if we would have gotten through it.
And this was in Montreal, right? Yeah. Around there. So these are French Canadian mosquitoes.
Yes, they are.
So they, smoke cloves.
And they're very very snobby.
Very snobby.
Yeah, they probably read Ken Move. Yeah.
Before we wrap up, I do want to mention that Frank Dietz wrote probably the best Creep Show episode of this new season of Creep Show. That stars Barbara Crampton. That's the one you did, right?
No, that's not that. That is, I don't remember who directed that.
Which one did you do?
I did Pesticide, which was the one with
the Pesticide
Eugene,
one, yes.
With the giant spider and the giant rat and that mosquito.
That's right, with Eugene from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Keith David.
That's right, Keith David in there too.
Yeah, super cool.
Fantastic, great voice.
One more thing I should mention, since this is on YouTube. So Now, Jonah and I have done this charity read show called Scripts Gone Wild several times, right? Where we do a reading of a script, but we're drinking as we're doing it, and we raise money for children's hospitals and so forth. Well, we actually did a reading of Zombie Nightmare on Scripts Gone Wild. I kind of pulled a Dana Gould, who was a good friend of ours, right, Jonah? And like, you know what Dana does with Plan 9 from Outer Space is that he takes the script, leaves all the dialogue as is, but then fills it in with, puts in new stage directions. So I did that with Zombie Nightmare. I rewrote the stage directions and kept all the dialogue as is, but we had an amazing cast. We had Tom Everett Scott play Captain Churchman, Jim Beaver from Supernatural, Pruitt Taylor Vince, Tiffany Shepis. We had an amazing cast. And John Fasano's son, JT, was got to play his dad's role. But it is on YouTube. And you can watch it if you just punch in Scripts Gone Wild Zombie Nightmare. It'll come up. The whole thing is on there. It's a blast.
I will be looking for that.
Live it. You can also see me doing Tom Hanks's role in the Burbs. I also did that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got to look for that too.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. Well, before we wrap up, if it's okay with everybody, I'd like to ask one last question that was submitted from a fan, if you wouldn't mind, Frank, because I think it's a very apt question. This is just kind of a roundtable. I'd love to hear everybody's answer because Aaron Held wants to know, what's everyone's favorite guilty pleasure bad movie?
I know mine.
Please.
I love
okay, mine is it's called Trog. It's from
Trog.
1970. Joan Crawford, Michael Goff, and
that's her last movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. It is
That's the one with the meat hook, right?
Joan Crawford's
It is the
last
one with
movie?
the meat hook.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I love that movie to death, and it's so awful in so many ways, and yet I can't resist it. I absolutely love it. I went on a podcast called Monster Kid Radio and talked about Trog for like 2 hours because that's how much I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this is my favorite, and only it's because I watch it often, and I wouldn't even know if I just like it. It's comforting for some reason. And Deanna, my wife, makes fun of me every time I watch it, where she'll even hear it starting and she'll be like, "Are you watching Saving Mr. Banks again?"
Are you for real?
Yeah.
I watch it all the time. I
did not think that was going to come out of your mouth.
No, I know.
Is it the
That's
feel
the
good movie
last
that I've heard so much about?
It's I don't know what it is. It's Tom Hanks playing Walt Disney, and it's but it also gets super sad, and for some reason I just love
intense.
it.
Yeah.
It's an intense movie.
It can be really intense.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, and I
sweet
guess that
Jonah.
maybe that's a weird repressed thing where it's like I feel guilty for getting pleasure out of it because it makes me feel things, and I'm like no, I shouldn't.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no guilty pleasure. There's just like, this brings me joy.
Yeah,
all of the good parts of Walt Disney.
Yeah,
just like
the first time I watch it,
time.
I'm like, here we go. He's gonna say something.
He's gonna join a group here. No.
Yeah, he's gonna. It's like someone's gonna say, "What about a union?" And he's gonna be very upset.
Yeah, that's very true. I love. I'm the same way. I've seen the movie The Founder, a million times, my wife doesn't like it. It's really just this story of a guy who falls under the disease of capitalism. He just can't do anything else, and it's hysterical. It's really not meant to be funny, but it's so
Keaton funny. Where he plays Ray Kroc, right?
Yeah, and he just steals the idea.
Yeah.
And
I
the whole
enjoy that
time
movie
he's
very
kind of
much,
like,
yeah.
hey, I'm gonna do it better. I'm gonna do it better than you. I'm just gonna take your idea. And it's like kind of like watching a sociopath work through the crime as they do it. And it's really funny.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Speaking of sociopaths, Ladybugs. I just watched it again recently, and for some reason, when I was a kid, that was one of those movies that was always on. And here's something I forgot: the last line of Ladybugs is Rodney Dangerfield looking into the screen, going, "I finally got some respect." And I was, I was like, whoa, you can only do that once.
Then he went that's the movie he decided to do it on. It wasn't Back to School. He should have
go on to make Rover Dangerfield next.
Yeah,
he got his respect, then loses it immediately.
Does not hold up in all of the best worst ways.
I can't even imagine.
I was hoping it was going to be the same last line he does in Caddyshack, which is "We're all going to get laid," which would be totally inappropriate in Ladybug.
What about you, Rebecca?
I mean, give me House Bunny any day.
Oh man!
You learn so much about, inner and outer beauty and truly being yourself. It's a life changer. It's really great.
She's very funny.
Yeah.
Anna Faris?
Wasn't she? I don't know. I never saw that.
Watch it.
Good job, boy.
Okay.
Watch it.
That's Baron playing the role of guy trying not to be misogynist. She's funny.
Is she funny? I don't know. But it's a guilty pleasure.
This is the thing. This is a guilty pleasure. So you can't judge my House Bunny love/hate/love for House Bunny. It's great. Hugh Hefner's in it. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Hugh Hefner's great in it.
You got a cameo?
I'll look him up.
Oh yeah, she used to be a Playboy bunny. She used to live in the mansion, then she gets kicked out, and she becomes a house mother at a sorority.
Oh, okay.
Is Rob
She's
Schneider
illegally blonde?
Is Rob Schneider in this movie?
I recognize.
No, unfortunately.
Sounds like he would be.
Yeah. It is a bit of a
by
Rob
a
Schneider
playmate.
vehicle.
Yeah,
and then
there are a lot of great people in it, but yeah.
Matt, what's yours?
I almost hesitate to answer that question, but it's a movie called Forbidden Zone, which is extremely offensive, very off-color.
That's Danny Elfman's brother's movie, right?
Yeah, Richard Elfman directed it. It is horrible in every sense of the word, but but I do love it for what it is, which is just like an absurdist piece of art and not the horrible messages it doesn't sincerely convey. Anyway,
like my choice, The Founder.
Yes,
Exactly. I don't think McDonald's is cool.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Frank, thank you so much for joining us. This was such a treat. It was such a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you, and thank you for being in Zombie Nightmare. This was great.
My pleasure.
I want to get an answer from Frank on that question as well.
What's that?
Did we get an answer from Frank?
Yeah, Trog.
Trog.
Yeah, okay. Starring Joan Crawford.
That was the last movie.
Last movie. Remember?
Yes. Yeah.
Someone's got dad brain.
Yeah, really.
I am Trog.
Right? Well, again, thank you, Frank, and thank you, Baron, Hampton, Rebecca, and Jonah for joining me tonight. This is our final MST3K live stream for the Make More MST3K Kickstarter campaign, which ends this Friday. Don't miss the final countdown telethon, which is going to be at 6 Eastern. What is that, 3 Pacific? Is that right? Okay. Don't miss it. We have a lot of cool stuff.
Lots of stuff going on. People, special guests showing up.
Lots of good
bits and skits.
Bits and whatnots. Doodads. Again, thank you all so much. Thank you again, Frank. I'm going to call it a night. This was awesome. Thank you all so much. And push the button, Frank. Bye.
Hello, I'm Crow T Robot of Mystery Science Theater 3000. Did you know from now until May 7th, a simple Kickstarter pledge is all that it takes to give the gift of laughter? It's true! Pledge now at MakeMoreMST3K.com to turn your spare change into brand new episodes of MST3K. And please, do this for the children. They're starving. For jokes. Thank you.